NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it!
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Hello everybody, welcome back to NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to be all about Naruto. I'm your host, Liam English, coming at you live mid-corona panic.
Yeah.
This is... Okay,
well, not live.
Right.
Because
very
this could
much...
be over.
Yeah.
We could be dead.
Well, that's why I'm opening up with this. That's the point. Very much not live. We're, I think 3 weeks in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. And, we're... Yeah, because we're recording...
Well, in the past.
No, because... Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're 3 weeks in the past right now. You are 3 weeks from us in the future. And it's corona.com up in here.
I hope you guys are alive.
Yeah. So I'm obviously your host, Liam English. Today I'm joined by Katie Sideri.
Hi.
And Raj.
Hello.
And not Morgan, because she died from the coronavirus.
Yeah.
See,
You got a head start than all of us.
First person at purchase.
Yeah, it's the first person that we know, and what do you know? It was Morgan. No, she had like pink eye or something, so she's home. We were gonna have her Skype in, but
Oh,
but
really?
she
Wonder use Zoom?
yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine that would be so on theme?
Well, that's what
For
our school has
us,
done.
yeah.
All of our classes have been moved onto this
On
fucking
Zoom.
service called Zoom.
It's so awkward.
It's the fucking worst
no,
thing.
like fully, I'm not someone who enjoys like using my mic or like a camera around like all these people.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Do you want to
like,
borrow
muted.
the podcast mic?
I could.
Sound crystal clear.
I joined my behavioral statistics Zoom today, and I of course muted no mic, and then she started playing Never Have I Ever, where and the thing is, she passes it on to other students,
Right.
with cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
So someone went, okay, I'm gonna pass it on to Raj, and
It's just a black screen
that's all.
with no sound.
All you see is my name like on top of your screen. It's just Raj. Silence.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I felt like such a dumbass. And then I unmuted all that shit.
Sure.
And then my professor was like, "Raj."
Unfortunately, you were naked when you came back on.
Yeah. No. Oh my god, I had to. I've never had faster reflexes.
Never
in my
have
life.
you ever had.
Never have I ever had my.
Then when your dick was on Zoom.
My roommate and his girlfriend were coming back to the room, and I was like, oh man, they think I'm out of here. They think I'm not in this room.
Right.
So I've never. It was like it felt like a dramatical novel. So just
Love the use of the word dramatical.
keys turning.
Like when fucking Itachi and was going up to Naruto's room.
Keys turning. My eyes are like I'm like snapping my neck backwards. I see everyone stare at me, and then suddenly. Open door. I'm sitting there, dick out, obviously.
Right, well, as you do.
Camera off, muted. Where'd Raj go?
Wait, so where were you in this situation? Your camera comes on, your roommate comes home, your dick's out. Where are you?
Roommate with girlfriend.
With girlfriend.
So door in front of you, right? And then look ahead of you, maybe like 5 feet.
Yeah.
Boom. So you could see the door from my camera. So if they walked in, dude, the whole class would have saw that.
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's just so awkward.
Right. They're not asking to be on Zoom live TV.
Exactly.
Zoom live TV.
It's so real. It is.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, we are living in the actual apocalypse.
It's so weird.
Dude, I was walking over here, I swear to God, a gang of bandits beat me up for one. I'm not kidding.
They stole my fucking shoelaces currency.
Yeah.
You don't know how many red cars I've seen just pull up to the side and just someone just like hops in and just disappears.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't know where they're going.
You know how
It's the coronavirus taking them.
in the Fallout series of games, currency is bottle caps,
Yeah.
right? What would but that's like a thing where like until it happened, no one is ready to. No one
Right.
Unless the people could like bottle caps for some reason. You started off.
I don't know what
as a
our currency
trillionaire.
is going to turn into.
I think it have to be something really nuanced, something really niche.
Well,
so
it's whatever
More
you
cards.
don't. What?
More cards.
More
Oh,
cards.
my
our
gosh.
school IDs.
Our school IDs are called more cards, and that's how we buy food too.
Yeah.
I think aglets would be great.
Yeah, and you know what? Because my fucking shoelaces don't even have aglets
Exactly.
anymore. So like, you have to be the kind of person. And then that would be payoff in the universe for sneakers being so collectible.
Exactly.
Because I'm always like, I don't really get the sneaker collecting game. Like, I just never got into that, right? And now, if aglets are currency, it's like the better you treated your sneakers, the more rich you are in coronavirus world.
Exactly.
I'm so fucked. I'm wearing Crocs.
No, but also giblets can also be used.
I have zero
Are
giblets.
you agletted up?
Yeah, I've
Alright,
got
so me and Katie have now officially become the 1%.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel
got
being the
4
minority
aglets
now?
each.
It's crazy. It's crazy. If only Morgan was here, then we
What
could
is
really...
Morgan's usual... Katie, you live with her. Does Morgan go aglet or agletless?
Or agless.
Aglet.
Aglet or agless.
I think she usually has aglets.
Alright, so
And she's
Morgan
got lots of shoes.
Remains in the 1%.
She's got
1%.
lots of shoes. I wear the same shoes every day. She's got lots of
Damn,
different changes of colors.
fuck, rich people always have lots of shoes. God damn it, nothing even goddamn changes. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. I was looking so forward to all of the class structure being shifted on its head.
I just love the idea of there being
it.
like aglet billionaires, like people with
Yeah.
millions and billions of aglets, just like, but like
Like Scrooge
a-
McDuck diving into a pool
Yeah,
of aglets.
aglets.
That would hurt.
Yeah.
That would hurt like a
That would hurt.
motherfucker.
But also, diving in a pool of money would hurt too.
Well, yeah,
Oh yeah, I
well,
never
sure.
got that shit. If you jumped into like a billion gold coins, you die.
Yeah, that's a dumb idea. Kate, did you have something to say that we just kept cutting you off like 17 times?
Katie's eating.
Yeah, I know your
Yes.
mouth's full now. But...
Yeah.
So now it's also ASMR
Well,
foodie.
we were talking about, yeah.
Oh, very much in the spirit of Morgan, who loves ASMR.
Exactly.
It's also
Yeah.
dead.
And
Well, right, and it's
R.I.P.
rest in
Morgan.
peace, of course. Yeah. What's up,
But
Katie?
he was talking about Zoom and like awkward things on Zoom, and this morning I had an entire class with my roommate sleeping in the background, and she had to like get dressed up, not Morgan, but she had to like,
Right.
she was like getting ready for the day, like just in
Just
the
sort of
background of my
dodging your
Zoom.
Zoom camera.
Oh god,
yeah.
that's hell.
It's horrible. We're living in the
And apparently
surveillance
she was
state.
talking to me, and I just didn't hear her because I had headphones in, and so she was like, "Katie, am I in the screen? Katie, am I in the screen?"
I
I just
couldn't
did
do
not hear her.
headphones. I really wanted to
Horrifying.
do headphones because I want people. Okay, I complain about school all the time, and obviously you guys will understand if you're not in my classes, and I can only explain it from such a biased opinion. So like when my roommate's in the room and I'm on class,
Right.
we're laughing together.
Yeah.
We're just like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
And when the class is over, I'm just like, bro.
I'm so
I've
glad you
learned-
saw part
Yeah,
of my
I've learned
world.
nothing. Like,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you just, like?
Well, dude, that's how I feel because your roommate is in one of my
Yeah, yeah.
classes. The very same class I skipped today, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure if I said it on air, but I've just been sending all my professors like,
feel like-
have corona, can't come.
I can't imagine.
I'm so
like,
horrified
Good,
of
you're
that.
gonna send the school into a panic.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like, do you think teachers are now going to be even harder, like really strict about attendance because everyone has like a device they can connect to?
Yo,
Yeah.
attendance does not matter. You pull up, you turn off your camera, you mute yourself.
Bro.
I literally was hanging out with someone who had a computer on, like was walking around with the computer
On Zoom?
technically in class and just like
Yeah,
not there.
that seems
Like,
to
See,
be
that's,
the wave now.
that's what freaked me out because as I was sitting there, camera off, mic off, I was thinking, I could just be like gassing it up right
Yeah.
now. I could start smoking, but I just know with my luck, the second I hit that toke, the camera's gonna fly on for some reason.
And you always smoke
Camera
with
would
your
be
dick out.
base-
So it's
exactly.
your
Face
roommate's gonna
boosted.
fall onto your computer and
Yeah.
hit the mouse perfectly.
He drops his mega bong and suddenly our like cartel leaders that live in our bathroom with pounds of weed just like are like falling out like Scooby-Doo characters, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, what a quinky dink.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Now you may be wondering, if you're not joined by Morgan Williamson, who the heck is that fourth voice? Well, you out there
Morgan
thinking.
non-
He does
Williamson.
sound just like Morgan.
Right. Well, yeah,
You
exactly.
might
So you
be
might be
confused.
confused. But of course, this is the third and final week of our Nick Astor arc.
The legend, Nick Astor.
Yes.
I just wanted to join this time.
It's been so good these past 2 weeks of everybody loving all this content. But here's the thing: I forgot to ask you to plug anything both of those weeks.
I was gonna do it at the end.
You can do it again at the end, but since I forgot both weeks, do you want to plug some stuff up top too?
It's just like Hot Ones.
Yeah.
After they sold out.
Right.
Anyways,
Totally.
but
Do you think we'll ever get Sean Evans?
I hope so.
I hope so. I feel like he's a low-key a weeb. He
Yeah.
goes to the gym. If you go to the gym,
If you go to the gym, you're a
You've
weeb.
watched either Dragon Ball or Naruto. And if you watch Dragon Ball, you probably know enough about Naruto to get
to
by.
be on, yeah, most definitely.
it's the same basic concept.
Yeah.
Anyways, things I want to plug. Whew. So, follow me on Instagram at Nick_the_man_who's_never at a loss. I will give $10 to anyone who gets that reference.
Wow, that's a reference?
Yeah, that's a
I just thought you were
reference.
just really confident.
No,
in
no,
yourself.
no, it's a
You
reference.
never lose.
I'm mortified that people are like, he thinks he's hot shit. Like, no,
No, it's a reference.
That's
Twitter.
why people think like water's my last name. I hate that shit. I wish it was.
I don't know what to tell you.
I live in a nightmare.
Yeah. I don't know. Raj Water is a cool. I like that.
Yeah, Raj Water is a good
People
handle.
really like, but there's some asshole named Raj Water with one R. Hate that guy.
Yeah. Anything else to
Get him up.
plug? You got your Insta.
Twitter, Nick Astor. I wish I could plug my YouTube, but I haven't updated any stand-up there. Anyways, I do stand-up, so check that out. Instagram, you get the good clips. And then Facebook at Nicholas Astor, I guess. You get the whole thing. It's the only places where I'm not going to upload.
Good clip, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got to plug for now.
All right. It'll and all of that will be linked with all of our plugs below.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, another thing that we have to do in this week's intro, it's a long intro, folks, because we've been building up to it for a while now, is Raj has a shirt to give away.
Oh shit, I
So
do.
I have entered all of the people who have entered into a random
like,
number
actually-
generator.
We're going
This
to
is in the
witness
intro.
the
I
random
thought it was
number
going to be in
generator.
the...
Wait, people like actually.
Wait, should we put it up top or should we put it? We should put it in the outro so people stick around.
I thought it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
at the
let's put it-
end.
all
Wait, so like
Yeah.
people actually submitted things?
Yeah.
That is.
And I'll read out whatever it is that people wrote when we pick their thing.
I would love yes.
Yeah.
Because that is so funny.
Yeah. That'll be at the end. So
I'm
stick
so
around.
shocked. People actually did it. That's so cool.
Is there a lot? I feel like we should read all of them.
Yeah, there
We'll read I'll read a few choice favorites.
Okay.
I wanna say what I would have said. I'm just too lazy to apply.
Sure.
But we can wait till we do it.
Oh, wait.
Everyone else's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, if
It'll
you're
be
just
reader
tuning in,
responses.
this is not usually a podcast just about the coronavirus in college. It's
So
usually
it might be for a while.
It-
We'll capitalize
we
on
don't.
this.
Yeah, we have no idea what's gonna happen, to be honest. But usually it's a podcast where two people who know a lot about Naruto and two people who don't know a lot about Naruto. That dynamic's a little shifted this week, but
What are you talking about? I know
I have
nothing
to
about
carry the
Naruto.
not knowing people.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, Katie,
I know.
You have
That's
a
not-
job right now.
and also
Yeah.
you are the feminine voice on this podcast.
And I am the one female sounding voice.
Yeah, it's true. But I can raise my voice pitch.
Yeah. Talk like that the rest of the time.
Yeah,
I think that'll be
just
great.
to swap up the voice pitches. Yeah. But no, we usually watch canon-only episodes, 2 to 4 episodes every week of Naruto, and then we talk about them. This week, we watched episodes 94, 95, and 96, featuring the Battle of the Legendary Sannin. So, without any further ado, although, you know what? This isn't much longer than most of our intros, if I'm being honest. But
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Well,
let's
if
not.
there was a whole thing, it would have been. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
If you did the shirt, it would have been really long.
Oh yeah, then it would have been super long. Yeah.
It'll be long.
so
It'll
you're
be
right.
bottom heavy, not top heavy.
Yeah. Anyways, without any further ado, let's talk about it. We open on Jiraiya asking Tsunade to help expunge the effects of her drug. Oh, I forgot what was going on for a second. Okay.
Expunge.
Yeah.
Sponge mean?
I'd like to get out, you know? Because Jiraiya, Shizune, Tonton, Naruto are standing in a field facing
Who the fuck
down.
is Tonton?
That's the,
The
name of the
pig!
pig?
Oh my god! I forgot about the pig!
People are gonna be pissed, bro. You're canceled.
I love the pig.
Right.
He's cute.
I just canceled.
I love
Pig.
yeah.
I keep getting,
Watch for pig.
people keep yelling at me that I'm canceled, but never for like, it's just like, I looked at a mutual friend of ours and I was like, whoa, wait, you're from this area? I thought you were from like Ohio.
Yeah.
And they canceled me for that.
I think I was there for that.
Oh, you were there!
You
You
were
saw,
there.
you saw me got canceled
The
live.
great Ohio canceling. But Shizune is like lamenting that it's impossible to get rid of the drug, so Jiraiya's like, oh well, I guess I'll just fight fucking Orochimaru at 30% capacity. Jiraiya,
He's like okay about it.
yeah,
He's
no,
like, I'd rather do it at 45, but 30.
yeah. Well, fucking
Sure.
wait. Okay, I forget how we were power scaling this. Itachi is scared to fight Jiraiya. Orochimaru is scared to fight Itachi.
No, is Itachi...
Kakashi is scared to fight Orochimaru. So it goes Kakashi and
No,
Kabuto.
I don't think Itachi's afraid to fight Jiraiya.
Yeah, remember he was like.
No, in that moment, I think so because he had to fight Kakashi before.
Well, no, he said.
Oh, no.
He
I
said
mean-
that Jiraiya would clap Kisame and be
Well, if your boyfriend dies right next to you, you'd be a
then
little
you'd
sad.
be exactly.
Yeah.
So it would be the emotional trauma.
That's a guess.
But he said that him and Jiraiya would take each other out.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
not like
yeah,
he-
yeah.
Jiraiya would take
But
him out.
still-
So it's like,
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
power rank this in my head a little bit.
yeah.
I feel like I was really mad the whole time, and also the last episodes, and just kind of for a while.
Are you mad? Dude?
That
Relax. Calm
That-
down.
No, vent here.
Orochimaru even has a chance. Like, he doesn't have arms. He shouldn't have it. Like, they should.
As we
easy
see in
one
these
of these
episodes,
to
it's
Sonny.
mostly Kabuto doing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like.
I feel like
Well,
there should
the
be
thing
less
is-
of a fight. I feel like it should be easy, like Orochimaru's dead.
I think the idea
like,
that
why
they're
is he
still
alive?
freaking out,
Yeah.
like,
got humps.
like they're like still freaking out about Orochimaru, even though he doesn't have arms, just goes to show like how
How
high
strong he is, yeah. And plus,
He's
Kabuto's
still
like.
a threat.
Why?
He's
I don't know.
Because he's
if you can
that
s-
fucked up.
If you can throw up a sword, I'd be afraid of
Yeah.
you.
I mean, wait, Katie, you watch these episodes. You know what he can do
killed
without
the
arms.
I
Hokage.
know, but I think he shouldn't be able to do those things without arms.
It's mostly kicking and bites.
Yeah,
But
like,
Just a lot of
no.
sexual tension.
Yeah, and that's mostly what it is. Jiraiya instructs Tsunade to use her self-recovery jutsu, and for Naruto,
A little broken.
yeah, a little broken,
A little OP.
But and then he's like, Naruto and Tonton, you guys guard her. So Naruto obviously is like, no, I want to fight, and Jiraiya's like, hey, shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
buddy. This is
Naruto,
out of your league.
Could you
Which
shut
is fair,
up?
but they could always use extra help.
I hate
Yeah.
that I'm back
He
at
just
the
would
point
die.
where I just want Naruto to shut up again.
Yeah.
There was a solid like period where he
Who
was
was
just
it?
talking real
Like the
fast.
Gaara stuff, right? Like that around then, Naruto was really cool.
He was cool.
Yeah.
The whole Gaara stuff was really cool, but before that it was like, oh my god, never give up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, during the tuning exams, when you know what it is? It's when there are characters cooler than Naruto.
Yes.
around, and it's like, buddy, why are you even here?
And once again, we're proven there are characters like cooler than Naruto.
Oh yeah, well, all of the sun.
Yeah.
And oh my god,
Tonton.
shut up, Naruto.
I've come full circle. I'm okay with Naruto being Naruto.
You're okay with it?
I was just like watching the episodes and I was like, oh, Naruto just exists to explain to the people who are just like, imagine you're like a kid and you go on like Cartoon Network and you're just like pull up and you're like, what's going on? That's what Naruto is to the audience.
Yeah.
So if you
Well,
rationalize it,
you know what it is?
that way,
It's always the weakest character in the arc who does
Yeah.
that. Because usually it's Sakura who's standing around going like, oh,
you're
Naruto and
right.
Sasuke, you're using your chakra and focusing it in your chakra
Yeah.
I like
points.
the idea that Tonton is stronger than Naruto.
Yes, canonically, Tonton is stronger than
Tonton really
Naruto.
whip ass, and Tonton's probably just
Why
like.
can't they talk?
Oh, Tonton?
Tonton.
I think they can talk. They just
They
choose not
choose
to.
not to.
It's-
They're just like, oink.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he oinks because he just wants to oink, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know when you just like
Really
want
oink,
to
he
scream?
says oink.
Like, yeah, exactly. He's saying oink. He's
Yeah,
not
that's
laughing.
true. It's a very solid oink. Like, it's not at all, like...
Every time he does it, he thinks to himself, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. They're buying it. This is one more day of living life as a real pig.
that made Tonton sound like a fake pig.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, Tonton is 100% a fake pig. So Kabuto, and this is Kabuto and Orochimaru working together, because Kabuto uses the seal tattooed on Orochimaru's arm and his blood to use a summoning jutsu. And Jiraiya does the same at the same time. Kabuto and Orochimaru call forth two giant snakes, but Jiraiya is only able to summon Gamakichi.
Let's fucking
love
go.
Gamakichi.
Gamakichi, baby. I love Gamakichi so
Me
goddamn
too.
much.
And he's just like, what's going on here, huh?
Snacks.
Hey.
My favorite part is Jiraiya goes, "Where's your dad?"
I love that. So where's your dad,
Gamakichi
bro?
goes, I've been asking the same question since he left the cigarettes 15 years ago.
Why haven't we cracked the "my dad is left for cigarettes 15 years ago" joke when cigarettes are such like a
Yeah. I think this is the first time.
yo? I'm gonna be put on antidepressants tomorrow.
Yeah?
I think that like I'm not supposed to be smoking like cigarettes and stuff on them.
Yeah.
Then don't.
Don't be happy for me. Don't do that. Don't enable
am
me not
happy
to
for
smoke.
To enable my
I am
non-smoking.
happy for you.
But I think because when I asked my psychiatrist, I was like, so I'm okay with getting on these pills and all, but like, what can't I do? And she's like, you're talking about weed, right? I was like, yeah. And she was like, I mean,
Weed and antidepressants have to be fine, right?
like they said
Yeah.
it like physically you'll be fine, just like you should stop.
You should maybe smoke a
Just
little.
don't drink.
Don't drink. And I
For
was
sure
like,
don't
you're
drink.
telling
No
me not
problem.
to drink. Yeah, fully. Every time I go to one of these like health meetings or something, and they're like, oh, do you like drink, or like if you do this, like if you drink while you do this, you're gonna feel so shit. I'm like, guys, have you heard my last name?
Good news. My last name is literally water.
My dad gave me 2 R's at the end of my name.
Water.
Just for the emphasis.
But just it just like blows my mind every time how like quick I can go like drinking, no worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know. Being an antidepressant is gonna blow my mind.
Yeah.
What if I just start seeing rainbows and shit? That'd be so crazy.
Yeah. I think it's more just like balance a little bit.
No, because
but-
everyone told me when I did acid, Like the way media portrays acid is like
Wrong.
rainbows and like faces are melted blood.
Yeah.
No, I stared at the moon and like the stars and and like flowers for
However,
like an hour.
I do believe, because the first time I tripped, I saw God. And so I'm
Wow.
pretty sure that we have a cult on this campus, right?
Okay,
that
yeah.
goes around
They're
trying to
gone now.
convince people.
They're gone?
They're gone?
Because God sent the
Coronavirus to
viruses
infect
to infect us,
But,
and so they
well,
did.
we had a cult on campus. They
Actually,
just,
I saw them like last night.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we?
The open
No,
forum
those are
lied
the
to me.
bandits.
Oh.
Remember they John Williams?
yeah, you're thinking of the bandits. They dress the
Oh
same.
my god,
Bandits
roaming,
and Jesus
yeah, I
people.
love a roaming bandit gang.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about like apocalyptic like media.
Yeah.
Bandits.
Well,
who
and the
just
thing
do
is, at
shit.
Purchase, people already hang out in fucking, like, groups, you know,
Yeah.
like in, like, pretty
We're
tight
packs.
groups. And so, it's gonna be gang warfare, like, immediately. Fucking our dining hall is wrapping everything in plastic now.
Oh,
I give
God.
us 3 days before we don't
Yo,
have food.
we're only gonna have access to the dining hall to eat.
Yeah,
like
it's
within,
going
like,
to be
week.
a fucking war zone.
We're
like,
not eating
no
anymore,
cap.
guys.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be like ration
I'd be
food
fine.
times too.
It's just
Katie's
kinda
ready to
like,
kill
I
people.
forget to eat most of the time anyway.
And then other times
I
she'll
just
clap
I
some
like
heads.
can't wait for Katie
Yeah.
to unleash her robot strength. Or, like someone
Yeah.
like
I'd
we'll
be
take
fine.
like a like. You ever watch the first Hunger Games and
Oh,
how
yeah.
easy that one asshole just kind of killed everyone?
Yeah.
So there'll be that guy, and then he like goes to like punch Katie through the face, and like she catches his
No,
hand.
it's
Snap.
she doesn't even catch it. It's like he punches her in the face and then like his fist shatters and like his arm breaks, you know, and it does like
his
that.
hand starts to get absorbed
Yeah,
into
yeah.
her face, and then like a robot voice like, "It come into your new body, like accept your overlord," just like some shit like that.
I'm saying I'm sticking
Yeah.
to Katie every time.
Oh,
Go
dude,
to
Katie would be
D-Hall.
the
I
best
just feel
person to be
like-
within an apocalypse.
Yeah.
I fully think
Yeah.
nothing will go wrong.
I can't tell if I'm going to die immediately in the apocalypse or thrive.
That's the thing.
It's like in a very middle late. There's no middle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm stuck in
to
the
me.
middle because if I die like right away, that kind of fulfills like my main character progression. Like I would die in a coronavirus, but like if I don't die, then it's like, oh man, was I meant to survive the coronavirus and be the main character there? I don't know. So I'm stuck between two different story arcs right now that can completely happen in two different ways.
Deciding on whether or not
All
to
depends
die
if
or
I
live in
live
Corona
or
worlds.
die or not.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably know by the time this episode's out.
Well, I mean, we won't know. We'll be dead.
Because we'll be dead. Yeah.
But y'all will know.
Oh,
Yeah.
we will know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll know
if
for a
I
moment
die,
before you die.
oh my god, who? Yo, Nav can have one of my aglets. Yeah, Jay, you can have an aglet.
Jay, Chris?
Evan Toad, you can have an aglet.
Oh yeah, Evan Toad should definitely get
Aaron
an
can
aglet.
have an aglet.
Mhm.
I only have what is that, like 5 aglets?
That's 4 aglets. That's
four?
all your aglets.
I have 2 pairs of shoes, guys. It's
Oh,
all
so
my
you have
aglets.
8 aglets.
Wait, do I?
There's 2 aglets per shoe.
Are there?
Whoever wins the contest
2
gets an
laces.
aglet.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's about 4 aglets I've given away,
Yeah.
and then the rest will be the next patron to donate gets an aglet. The patron after, fuck it, the patron after that, and you know what? Fuck, just for the laughs, that patron right after. So the next 4 patrons, you get aglets.
Assuming Raj dies, the next 4 patrons
you
get
get some
aglets.
aglets.
I can't wait till these people like get a huge package like from Amazon and then they pick it up and they just roll it and you just hear it just like rolling up and down.
A single
The
aglet.
aglet,
goes
yeah.
straight
Yes.
That and like a little drop of water. That's all you
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
A wet aglet from
Yeah.
NaruTalk.
Oh, what aglet?
A fresh wet aglet.
NaruTalk aglet.
Yeah. Speaking of things that start with Naruto. In it, Kabuto and Orochimaru are like, Jiraiya's drugged. I wonder if Tsunade wanted to sacrifice him, which is exactly what we were thinking.
That was a cool like little like thing that was
Yeah.
happening. I was like, you know what? Maybe she was gonna go
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And like they're just kind of generally talking shit about Jiraiya. So Naruto's like, hey, don't mock my master, and he does his own summoning
Let's
jutsu.
go.
And it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? And Orochimaru's like, damn, I should have killed him.
Yeah,
If I wasn't
Orochimaru
thinking about the
freaked out.
Akatsuki, I would have killed him. And then he fucking summons Gamatsu, who's a new frog.
I love
Yes.
this fucking frog.
It sounds exactly like Elmo. It's fucking so
It does sound
baller.
exactly like a
Yeah. It's like, yeah. He goes, hey, bro, are there snacks here?
He was so hyped. He was like, "This is the first time I've been summoned."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my dude. He fully was like, no one's ever summoned me before.
Yeah. And Gamakichi's just like, bro, fucking get out of here.
Why are you
This
here,
was a
man?
mistake.
Well, I'm not supposed to be here.
Orochimaru and the snakes charge towards our heroes, and Kabuto laments his master's orders to focus on Shizune and Naruto because he's like, man, I wanted to fight Jiraiya. I want to see how strong I was. Everyone is knocked into the air by the blast of the snakes' like, they lunge into the ground and it's like, whoosh. Naruto is swallowed by the snake that Kabuto was riding on top
Not
of.
again.
I know, exactly. He was like, damn it.
He's like, damn it.
He's sick of being eaten by snakes.
Now you'll really know snakes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He fully, last time he was in there, he was like, I'm not gonna die in the belly of a snake. And here he is again.
Dying in the belly of a snake.
Yeah.
Kabuto jumps off his snake and he's like fighting with Shizune, who's holding Tsunade. He manages to punch her back. Jiraiya then uses Earth-style Dark Swamp to create this giant bog beneath Orochimaru's snakes, but because he's so weak, it only manages to slow the snake down. It should have like completely consumed it. Dope jutsu. Shizune and Kabuto battle on the nearby solid ground, and Shizune uses poison needles while Kabuto uses his chakra scalpel hands. He manages to knock her back, and so she exhales this poison fog, but he avoids it by burrowing underground and appears beneath Shizune, severing her leg tendons. This is a dope fight. I love some teammate fighting.
I feel like being someone who is like poison is like her thing, kind of. That must be like a pretty good advantage because the poison doesn't seem to affect her for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, it's the same fucking Kankuro has the same deal, basically.
I never thought about it though, where like she's exhaling poison, which means that it didn't affect her inside of her, which means that she's suddenly immune to all of these poison things.
If you think about it, have you ever seen any of the ninja in these shows get hit with their own move or own kunai?
Yo, sometimes Naruto's hands get burned by his Rasengan.
But that's like burning residual. I'm talking, has the Rasengan ever flown back at him? Can't say it has.
Well, sure, no.
Can't say any move
I guess
has.
a better way to say it is the beetles in Shino's bones don't, like, eat his bones. They just eat his chakra, you know? So the poison in Shizune's belly doesn't poison her belly, just be in the belly.
It's called, it's my gimmick jutsu.
Yeah.
I feel like poison is good then.
Yeah.
The gimmick of poison.
Well, except that it just
really
doesn't affect Kabuto at all because he just goes underground.
Yeah.
And he would probably have an antidote even if it did hit him, you know?
True.
But, you know, you never know. Poison, you know, could come back. Who knows? Naruto, refusing to be eaten again. He really doesn't want to get eaten by a snake. He crawls out of the snake's mouth and he's like, God damn it. And
Which
then,
is that? I mean, that's like, it wasn't that big of a deal, but like low key, like,
it's just nice, like those of us who are keeping up.
Just like just like how like powerful he's become.
Oh, that he can just hop out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because last time it was like a whole like
he was gonna die, and then he had to
Yeah.
do like he just barely could do the multi shadow clone jutsu, and now he's just like, I'm gonna crawl out this bitch. I'm gonna open its mouth.
Yeah, he opened it. And he was like,
And then I think immediately that snake gets sucked into the bog. I think so. It was kind of hard to follow because both of the giant snakes look the same, but
and the pandemic is going on.
Yeah.
You never see their faces, and we could only tell who's on top of them. So when the people hop on top, we're just gonna like Snake 1 and Snake 2. Or
It's well over on Snake 2. Orochimaru and Jiraiya are fighting, and Orochimaru shoots his head out at Jiraiya, who tries to shield himself with needle jizo, which makes all of his hair turn into spikes and grow into like this giant
That
cape.
was cool.
It's fucking dope as hell.
I like the idea to imagine that like if he cut his hair, he'd only have that tiny.
It would just be like a little spike,
a little pineapple on his head.
And like even if he got a buzz cut, it would just all those little things would get really sharp, all of his like little buzzes. But then what would happen if he was completely bald?
You know how like we cough often on the podcast?
Yeah.
Now knowing that we're in the coronavirus, like in the center of it all, like if we cough, I'd imagine every listener is going, "Oh my god,
Dude, fucking Janie J, one of our patrons, fucking
has coronavirus?"
No, no,
shit.
no.
Wow.
But she DM'd
Small
me,
world.
and she was like, "I know you guys are way like." The podcast is in the past.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, are any of you sick? Because you all cough all the time. And I'm really worried about you guys. And I was like, no. I mean, Morgan won't be on this week because she's sick.
Dead.
And actually, we're all sick.
Oh my god, yeah. We're sick.
Yeah, we're sick.
Something about like our school is that we're just always like middling sick.
Yeah.
But what I think is that, so there's like mad lead in our water, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that maybe that is like making us a little stronger and like the coronavirus can't infect metal.
The fact that nobody at this school has it confirmed yet is amazing.
I
don't think it's
the lead.
I'm
confirmed.
so surprised.
I do think people have it here already.
There are some people who I'm pretty sure has it.
But since we're not the age of death, that comes because it comes for boomers.
Yeah.
It's like fully.
Also, I think people our age get it and then get rid of it and have no idea that they had it.
Yeah,
no,
so
you
just
could
pass
just
it
be
on to
sick.
the boomers.
Yeah.
If your parents are still supporting Biden in the primary, I wonder if that'll be a topical joke in 3 weeks.
Oh my god, yeah.
I hope so. Just go up to them and cough.
Yo, the idea that we might fail Bernie a
Yeah.
second time is killing me.
It's hard. It's
I just
literally heartbreaking.
like Bernie is a godsend of a candidate, and the fact that we
Dude,
said
wait.
no once already.
End of March, will we know like who the nominee is?
At this rate, probably.
Yeah.
But they're announcing shit at 0%. Like
It's
we'll
terrifying.
know who the president is by next week.
I know. Who fucking knows? It's terrifying. And by the time this episode comes out, this will all be out of date.
Fully.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
I think
Anyways,
it's still like a cool time capsule, you know, because it's happening for us, and people are experiencing it now. So when they hear it, they'll go, "Oh yeah,
I remember when that
yeah,
was
they'll
happening.
They'll be nostalgic for Naruto and before the coronavirus
I'm
ended
already
the world.
nostalgic.
Yeah.
What do you think the next big thing from the coronavirus is going to happen? I think frogs from the sky.
Frogs from the sky?
I think
That's
that.
very-
Did you see that thing
very
where like
biblical.
some lady predicted this in 2008?
Yeah, but
It
like,
always happens.
there's always
Yeah.
somebody. Like,
Yeah.
there's enough crazy people saying that shit's gonna happen that there's always somebody who predicted
The
everything.
thing is, the word
you know?
coronavirus has been in the dictionary for so long because
Yeah,
it's
because they have like previous versions. This is just
just not even. It's just a generic term for like.
This is our coronavirus special
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's like sickness or like a plague or something. So like when you have all
I
these
didn't
like
know
people on Twitter or something going like, "Oh, I predicted coronavirus." Here's a tweet from 12 years ago. You were just talking about like the swine flu, which was a coronavirus, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
influenza,
Is
or
that
like
what it's called? COVID-19? Cause
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
literally just short for
COVID-19.
coronavirus of 2019. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
okay.
it's all. Yeah,
is
yeah.
it? I thought COVID would be like the case agent
No,
term.
coronavirus disease
Oh my
2019.
god.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it's a lot less
COVID-19.
crazy. I know, right? I thought it was something
Yeah.
cool too, but no.
School us, Liam.
I know. It's
Schooled us.
it's like
Yeah.
speaking of.
Well, I think the fact that we are sick all the time and we have a patron who just graduated from nursing school.
Oh hey,
Hey,
we've got him on our side.
We got
if you want
the
to come treat
NaruTalk
us,
gang.
We
comes
got our
over.
own Tsunade.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yes, Nav, that's what you gotta change your name to when you hear this.
Yeah.
Tsunade.
Tsunade
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
Discord.
for real.
Tsunade
So
of the pod.
Shizune is beaten aside, and Naruto has collapsed from exhaustion, leaving no one standing between Kabuto and Tsunade, who is lost in this traumatic flashback of Don and Nawaki's deaths. Kabuto saunters up to Tsunade, who desperately calls for him to stay away, and Kabuto, disgusted by her weakness, kicks her and mocks her mercilessly. It's almost like Kabuto looked up to her, because he was a medical ninja, and she was one of the Sannin, but now it's like, it really does feel like he's disappointed by her not being stronger, you know?
From what I understand, she's like, is she the first
Yeah.
medical ninja? So
Well, no, I don't think the first
no.
medical ninja,
But,
but,
like-
the
Yeah.
first to propose the idea
Having a
of
medical
having a
squad.
medical ninja and then being that good of a medical ninja.
so
Yeah, yeah. So she was definitely a prodigy. Like,
why she doesn't have a face in the Mount Rushmore of Naruto?
oh, she was never a Kage.
You don't have to be a Kage. I feel
No,
like
no,
if you
do
invent
have to
that's
be a Kage.
literally
That's
the only
the only thing.
I think that
Yeah.
okay, now she proposed change that nurses. I think we should start adding other ninja. If a shark man pulls up to your town, have you seen another shark man? I don't think so. He goes up on the wall. Have you ever seen another
everyone-
Uchiha
everyone
up on the
interested.
wall? Maybe. Let's see. Who else can we do? Have you ever seen a turtle that talks? Let him up on the wall.
And have you ever seen a better sensei than Guy? Put him on the wall!
yo, those eyebrows on the side of that rock
Just the
would be
eyebrows.
ginormous.
Carve the eyebrows onto all
yes.
the Kage's heads.
Yes, that'd be so
In
fucking good.
celebration. Yeah, yeah.
There's got to be like a Naruto like accessory store in the real world where they sell
You can just get
guy
giant eyebrows taped on your head.
and like a bowl cut.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wig.
Oh, as a matter of fact, there might be an episode where we go through the fan book, and there's like, it's like this book they released for hardcore weebs in 2006 that I bought, and there's this whole page where they go through how to get Lee's bowl cut perfect.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, we might talk about that.
I cannot believe that exists. You guys have to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You specifically because you have straight hair.
I desperately need a haircut.
Bro, this is it.
I'm not going to Supercuts anymore.
No,
The
it's
fact that like okay, so when I first got here freshman year, right, and and people were like, I gotta do the haircut. I'm gonna go to Supercuts. Blew my fucking mind that people go to Supercuts. That is the whitest thing you could do. I think if I could give
It's
you
true.
any advice as a person of color, go to like like your local like
barber.
Go to like a neighborhood you would be afraid of because internally you are like a little bit racist, and go to that barber shop and fix your life. A good haircut, or it's just like confidence and people like being around your head. Like, come on, do that. Don't go to Supercuts. They'll like fucking just chop your shit up and then be like, you're happy and you gotta cry like you're like, I love it, man.
I've gotten all of the best and worst haircuts of my life at Supercuts because I've only ever gotten my haircut at Supercuts.
Don't go to Supercuts. Rio Radio. I'm gonna take Liam to my barber in Queens. We're gonna go.
Can
all
I
the way
come
down.
too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rio Radio. I'm gonna cop everyone haircut.
That's today's Rio Radio.
Yeah, the Rio Radio we're about to record.
Let's zoom that radio.
Yeah, we can fully zoom that shit. That'd be so funny.
So while Kabuto is mocking Tsunade, Orochimaru is like, hey, Naruto's so mediocre, Jiraiya. He sucks. And Jiraiya's like, yeah, bet. That's why I'm training him, dipshit. Like, so he's not anymore. But Orochimaru's like, oh no, he'll never surpass Sasuke because Sasuke has the Sharingan. This is weird, like, they're comparing their little boys that they're training.
Yeah,
weird.
except Orochimaru's not training Sasuke. He's just trying to steal him.
Well, in
a way, he's been guiding him.
Yeah, because he gave him that curse mark, and then that influenced
the curse mark.
Decisions.
He'd be like not as cool.
Yeah. But you're right. He's not training him.
Just trying to
he's
kidnap
just fucking with his life and trying to kidnap him.
And trying to take his body.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So in a way, training. In a way, just kidnapping attempts. But it's a difference of the way you look at it from a certain point of view. But basically, Orochimaru only believes that a ninja is as strong as their ninjutsu, but Jiraiya's like, no, that's not true. A ninja is someone who endures and never gives up and has guts and everything. And then proving that, Naruto jumps between Kabuto and Tsunade. Kabuto was about to do a finishing blow punch, and Naruto fucking blocks it with his headband. Then he unleashes his Rasengan, but Kabuto easily sidesteps it and catches Naruto's leg with his chakra scalpel.
I'm tired of the headband move.
It happened once, it was cool.
Yep, and now you just
like... second time, it's like, bro, you're ripping him off.
You're ripping him off.
Didn't Kabuto do it last time, too?
Yeah. Kabuto just went... And the needle went... Ding.
Yeah. So Naruto literally just copied Kabuto against Kabuto. Yeah. It sucks that he whipped out the Rasengan and it fucking missed.
Yeah, that was real, like, crushing.
Yeah. And then, so now that Naruto got caught by the chakra scalpel, he's immobilized, and he's like, oh, shit. I'm never going to be able to hit a moving target with my Rasengan, and, like, even if I could, I'm not really a master of it yet. Kabuto is like, oh, Naruto, also you have a fractured left thigh bone and from the serpent battle, and so, also you have a bunch of lateral vastus muscles torn in your right leg. Crazy biology terms that they were throwing around.
I was sitting there like,
okay. Should I be taking notes? Is this Zoom up in this bitch? But
Kabuto Zoom.
Yeah. But Naruto's not worried too much. He's just like, as long as Kabuto doesn't get my arms, I'll still be able to do the Rasengan, it'll be fine. Kabuto whips out one of those weird little cards that he was carrying around back in the day, and he's like, Naruto, always big talk, but look at you, now you're a little bitch, you're gonna run away. Tsunade remembers saying similar things to Nawaki. Not little bitch, but more like, hey, if you're ever in trouble, run away. And so it's like, oh man, if he had followed my advice, he would have ended up dead, and she grabs her necklace, and it's like, oh, I remember Dawn too, and Kabuto's like, you should give up on your dreams, and Tsunade's like, oh, but I remember all these dreams, you know, it's like, it's a whole thing.
Kabuto roasting Naruto goes hard as
Oh yeah,
it's so fire.
Yeah, and it's just like Tsunade is like realizing that she shouldn't have roasted Naruto. It's this whole thing. Then Kabuto goes over to Naruto and just starts kicking him. Kabuto just loves kicking people.
Yo, so funny. He just goes like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I think it is?
So funny.
Like, Kabuto basically has to live like Orochimaru's life. So
yeah,
I feel like Kabuto's just trying to make Orochimaru comfortable by being like, oh, only use my legs.
See, I thought you were saying like Kabuto has so much anger being Orochimaru's little bitch boy that he's getting it out by kicking, but no, he's just trying to make Orochimaru feel better.
Yeah. So when he first started kicking Tsunade, he was like, oh, you're disrespecting the name of the legendary Sannin, and then started kicking her like a Looney Tunes character.
It's wild.
It's so wild.
It's so funny. Yo, fucking somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody commented on our most recent episode, they were like, I never realized Kabuto is Orochimaru's simp.
Yeah,
it's
fully.
So goddamn funny.
Fully. Just reply, boy.
So he's kicking...
What's a simp?
It's when you, like, incessantly message someone and they don't reply, or like just generally being really into somebody who has never shown any signs of like being into you. You know, is that generally? I mean, you've actually defined it on the podcast before.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I just think it's one of the. So basically, it's like,
wait,
well now we're way at that point where the internet has gotten a hold of the
So there's
word
already postmodern simping now.
And it's because now like, if you acknowledge a girl's existence, then you're a simp.
Yeah,
like that's so stupid.
Yeah,
now it's gone beyond the point of being funny to now every interaction with anyone is a simp. And if you do anything, if you breathe, you're a simp.
Yeah.
Same thing, like same time, like okay, like insane correlation between when we started using thought. Like it was thought, begone thought, all if you breathe, she's a thought, all queens, all women are queens. Like and then now it's like if you do anything, if you posted a photo, if you like put up a peace sign in a photo, you're a thought. We're just at that point where we keep driving really funny words to the ground. And simp, I'm declaring it dead. I haven't said it in fucking weeks. I fucking hate the word now.
Naturally, this is because Raj is simping several people right now.
Several, my God. And every time I see those memes, I'm like, oh boy, that's me looking in the mirror.
My Zoom camera came on in this meme. No,
I felt like such a dumbass. But she was like, "Can you show me the work you did on your page?" And I was like, "Okay." So I held up my page to the camera, trying to angle, and then she had to read like fucking like Da Vinci's Notebook backwards and shit. I was like, "This is."
I was hanging out with someone, and they're like, "Graduation, man, it's gonna be on Zoom. Zoom is the future, man." And I was like, "Shut up."
I think that's like personally, we're not as affected by like what our school is doing too much. Like we have to take online classes, sure, but like seniors go home. Yeah, they won't get a graduation. If you've been working on like a play or like a just an experience in general,
sucks.
they're over. Or the concerts
projects.
all done. You can't do them anymore.
Oh my God.
Even
well, you can't do it next year. You're graduating.
The entire athletics department plays games, but nobody can show up to the games.
Yeah, it's empty games.
Yeah.
I think they might actually be zooming the games.
Yo, that would go hard as
people
fuck.
going like woo on the laptop screen.
I really just want to break into a game and see like what defense mechanisms they have to stop beef.
Yeah, they got giant Zoom robots. Of like it's the security guards, but on a laptop screen.
Yeah, all the plays are
Stop moving, I can see you there.
Too.
Yeah.
But they're lagging. Oh my fucking professor was like, all right, just like this video here, I'm gonna show you, and it was so laggy. And so, but it was also one of those things where then like a student later was like, hey professor, by the way, before you go, that video was really laggy, and it was like the audio wasn't right. And she was like, yes, lag, audio, lag, yes.
Yes, I know all of these terms.
I'm gonna take this to technology will help me. Like she said, what was it?
Just hop on the Google.
The tech services at our school will help me with this. CTS.
I don't even know who they are, or where they are.
Let me just call IT.
I called CTS once, and I was like, yo, why is the Wi-Fi here so garbage? And they were like, are you sure it's not just you? And then like I was like, no, can't be.
Are you sure it's not just an attitude problem?
Yeah, no, fully. And then
that's the most purchased response.
Yes, ever. They're just oh my God. They were like, is it just your phone? I'm like, nope. I can guarantee
sure it's not you, not your phone. Are you sure it's not your fault? Like, it's in your head. Are you just being a bitch about it?
Have you just experienced too much fast internet, huh, asshole? I fucking hate CTS.
Well, anyways, so yeah, Kabuto's kicking Naruto, and finally Naruto's able to catch his kick, and he's like, hey man, I'm not gonna give up no matter what you say. That's my ninja way, obviously.
Believe it.
Yeah, right? No, he doesn't say, that's his new believe it, that's my ninja way. I'm realizing now.
Which is not
a worse version. Yeah, I agree. Kabuto reactivates...
Nindo. Believe it's the same.
Nindo.
Also, he says always every time, it's my Nindo,
it's my Nindo, my
way.
ninja way. So it's actually way more annoying. Yeah. Kabuto reactivates his scalpel and slaps Naruto towards Tsunade. Though she can't understand why, Naruto, bloody and shaking, gets to his feet once again. And he's like, Tsunade, you better get ready to give me that necklace. Tsunade begs Naruto to stop, and Kabuto runs forth with a kunai drawn, prepared to slaughter the boy. But Naruto fucking catches the kunai in between his fingers. It like chops him up, and then because now Kabuto can't move, he grabs the knife and Kabuto's hand and Naruto, I guess I didn't say before, but Naruto made a clone next to him, and now that he's got Kabuto caught, he uses that clone to swirl the chakra in his free hand.
Was it even in between his fingers? It was like through his entire palm.
No. I remember very specifically that it was through.
But it was like
it like sliced.
Because I didn't remember what you were talking about at first because you said in between his fingers, and I'm imagining he caught it like this, like neatly. But
No, like it is through his palm, but like right through two fingers, which I think is worse, just because like I don't know, this little fleshy bit. Yeah, right.
That's a hell of a grip.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Hands
well, that's
so
true.
weird without the skin and muscles and stuff. We were drawing skeletons in my figure drawing class.
Yeah.
And there's so many little like rock bones and like
That
little tiny pieces that all move against each other.
There is a lot of hand messing up in these episodes, and a lot of like 3D images and all that, or like X-ray images. But
your wrist just looks like a bunch of little bone pebbles.
It's
and
so weird.
Skeleton.
It's weird shit.
Freaks me out.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be fun to have a knife get stabbed into. But Naruto does have a knife stabbed into it, and he catches Kabuto, and he uses that clone to make a Rasengan, which is so fucking badass. And then, making sure to continue to compress and like control the chakra flow, he slams it directly into Kabuto.
Doesn't that take more chakra though?
Using a clone?
Because the thing that makes Shadow Clone so dangerous is like you're splitting the amount of chakra that you
that's why why it was in that forbidden scroll.
Big old scroll.
Yeah.
And so he's splitting it. He's not using any more chakra. He's just using his hands to just
but I mean, like, chakra's not really an issue for Naruto.
Oh, definitely not.
He's
too much of a main character.
Yeah,
One little speech and he gets it all
but, like,
back.
how many fucking times in episode fucking 96, I know we're not on it yet, but every other line, Tsunade goes, I'm all out of chakra, and then continues to not be out of chakra.
Just keep going, yeah.
So that's the end of episode 94. Episode 95, while Naruto slams this, and it looks fucking dope.
So cool.
Especially 95, because like the fucking screen is shaking and shit. It's like really fire. But Kabuto, and we only see it for like a split second, but it comes back later. He manages to like tap Naruto's chest with his chakra scalpel. It's only like one shot.
I think we compared like people watching Naruto and Dragon Ball Z around Naruto at the same time, but every anime, I guess around this time, has that, like, the few, like, big blast moments.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Goku has the Kamehameha, or, like, the Spirit Bomb.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. I was going to move right past this, but Naruto fucking using the Rasengan.
Like, perfectly, for the first time, nailing that.
And it's such a cool fucking
great
jutsu.
fucking scene.
Like, how do you think it compares, honestly, to Sasuke's Chidori?
Katie.
I like...
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm curious because you've never, like, seen... You know what I mean?
No, I think I like... This looks cooler than the Chidori.
Right?
The Chidori's just lightning against a wall. Like,
Okay, whoa. Don't bring it to just lightning against the wall.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
That
it's
shit,
not like a whole...
that shit killed Haku, okay, bro?
Yeah.
True.
That shit's powerful.
But because we got to see, like, the whole, like, how he learned how to do it, and, like, it feels like you know how it's done and how much effort's put into it, where, like, his, it was kind of like, oh, they're gonna go hide and train, and then suddenly he can do it. Yeah, like we get to see his training.
One of my biggest complaints I've always had with, like, the original show is Kakashi and Sasuke disappearing.
Yeah.
It is so whelming. Because you get like you know what happens, and you know through the few scenes Gaara.
The most we get of their flashback is when Gaara visited them one day.
One time.
Yeah.
You see through his eyeball. Like, not even like.
Also, the pacing of the Chidori is much worse.
Oh,
because it's like Sasuke is just sitting there for what seems like 3 episodes, just being like, gotta get this prepped, and Gaara's just sitting there.
And Gaara's in the fucking sandbox for like 3 episodes. And then nothing happens because a new arc starts instead.
We're like, we got the explanation from Jiraiya where it feels like now we can do the Rasengan.
We could.
No cap. Fucking, I flushed my toilet today, and I was like watching it spin down, and I was like, well, that's how the Rasengan
let's do
works.
this. Kate,
and I hate that I am thinking that.
What is happening?
Wait. He's seeing what direction your
left
chakra
rotation.
Am I?
Yeah.
Alright.
So when you spin your chakra, make sure you're spinning it to the left.
Okay.
But yeah, badass moment, fucking awesome. He sends Kabuto flying back. It makes like this huge fucking trench.
Kabuto spins.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
Left rotation also.
I am a left rotation.
Yeah, I don't know my left from right, so that was very difficult.
Nick, we're gonna.
But...
What are you?
Fuck.
Also left rotation.
Also left, yes.
And Liam.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is everyone the left? I don't know.
Yeah. No.
No, you're right.
No, left.
No, it'd be.
No, it's his left. Wait.
Wait,
Yeah, it's his
you're
left.
I
I can't
guess
tell
we're
what
all
the
left.
I guess there's a chance
If
that
you have a right
All of us.
rotation
Chakra
type,
type, yeah.
you send us pictures
Remember,
of
you
your
just have
scalp.
to check your hair. That's all it takes.
Send a picture of someone putting their hand on your scalp.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so weird.
Remember, like the first season where we told people to stroke people's arm hair?
I do.
That was a.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's do that again. Go up to somebody, just like Raj did to Katie. Don't explain what you're doing.
Yeah, I had
just
no idea.
grab
Ross
their
just
head.
came over and grabbed my head.
Right. Just go over, grab someone's
Yeah.
head, look at their hair, and then say either right rotation type or left rotation type.
And then throw them a water balloon.
Yeah, and put the podcast in their ear and throw a water balloon.
Yeah.
in.
NaruTalk Pod.
Yeah. Yes, that's perfect. So yeah, Kabuto hits into this giant rock and makes a big ass like hole in it. It's dope. Jiraiya and Orochimaru continue to fight on the giant snake, but they both stop for a second, and Tsunade's also like looks up because everyone's fucking amazed that Naruto did the goddamn Rasengan.
Orochimaru upside down is crazy.
It is pretty
Yo, that was
Yeah, because Orochimaru and Jiraiya are just hopping around, and then they stop hanging
seemed
upside
to go
down.
too-
They are
So
way too
cartoony.
friendly with each other. They're not fighting. Like, they're fully standing next to each other.
Well, it's like also half a reunion, you know?
It's really weird how they
So
all
strange.
three of them treat this like terrorist person who like
Yeah.
and, like
It's like,
Tsunade's
my-
fully like, oh, here's this terrorist
buddy.
person. Yeah.
Well, it would be weird to like have been best friends with a terrorist.
That would be
Yeah,
weird. Yeah, that'd be a
that's crazy.
huge.
How do you
moral
like talk
failure.
to them?
But just
don't know.
but just like I just think it looks so funny, both of them upside down, mere inches from each other. They're just like, damn, that was crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, it's my student.
It's like, bro, remember that
student.
time you said he was weak? I don't think so, bro.
Remember when you said your student is cool? Fuck you.
Yeah, does your student know the Rasengan, bitch? I don't
Took
think so.
took the fourth Hokage what 3 years?
Yeah, I'm
How
sorry.
long has it been? 1 week.
You said Sasuke has the Sharingan. Was he gonna look at the Rasengan while Naruto fucking claps him with it, bitch?
You know what that
think
means?
so.
Water balloon on the wall. Let's get a water balloon on the Hokage wall.
Water
first.
balloon on the. It goes up on the rock. We carve it. Yep.
We carved it.
Um,
It's just gonna be like a beige water balloon.
Stone colored.
Yeah.
I want
water
someone to
balloon.
like print out pictures of everything that Rosh has to put up on the wall and just have them on
Put
the
the
wall.
cat that helped him learn the
Yeah,
other
exactly.
half.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Fucking Whiskers the cat bursts the balloon.
So
Does
Whiskers holding the balloon. That could be
On the wall. Oh, yeah,
that's
big
good.
time.
Who else? The rower.
the rower
They
on
didn't
the
have
wall.
a bridge back then. They didn't know how to run on water, so
It's
you
true.
needed him.
Somebody's wall needs to be decorated like this.
Fully. Who else?
You should have this be a bit that you do other episodes too.
Fuck
and
it.
just yell
Let's
that people
get
go on the wall.
Kaiser gets a wall.
Kaiser gets on the wall.
When I
yeah.
become student government president, I'm just gonna give Liam an office. We're just gonna like
Cover the walls with all of this random
Yeah,
shit.
I love that idea.
Everyone that Raj yells goes on the wall.
Yes. I want more people to go on the wall.
Yeah. Like in a restaurant when there are celebrities.
Yes.
Like that have been
oh
there.
my god.
Oh, I think it's really like there's always a picture of Frank Sinatra.
There's
Yeah,
always a
always-
picture of Frank Sinatra.
Oh, in like every pizza place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
How much
him.
pizza did that motherfucker eat?
Fucking who was Lando? Fucking
Oh, Billy D. Williams.
he's everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Fucking him.
Yeah, man, these motherfuckers loved pizza, I guess.
always just like random like white
It's weird.
dudes. Who the fuck? Whoever played Daryl's brother in The Walking Dead, he's everywhere. Fucking.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
recognize
The
that.
guy
Whoever
I
played
just assume
Birdman,
they're famous.
he's
Michael
everywhere.
Keaton.
Michael Keaton goes to
bro.
pizza places at top.
Celebrities do go to a lot of pizza places.
Yeah.
I wonder if there were like mad people hanging up in the ramen shop. Like after Jiraiya ate there, if they hung it up, you know?
I think.
And they were like,
Oh
oh,
my
one
gosh,
of the
that's so
Sannin ate
funny.
here.
I think the
Or like
thing-
Itachi eats there and they're like, oh, we got like a genocidal master eating at our ramen place.
Itachi ate like in a sweet dumplings.
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
Which I think is
So
hilarious.
they hang it up on the wall, bro.
I love the idea that like fucking like Itachi would have to like go to like a ramen place somewhere.
I mean, well, fucking him and Kisame got sweet dumplings.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
How shit would you have to be if your food fueled the two terrorists?
I know.
I'd be like, damn, but you know what? If my food can fuel two terrorists to go
Imagine what it can
apeshit,
do for you. Yeah, exactly. Itachi captured
That's literally just
Kakashi.
Mac and Charlie doing fight milk or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I know.
That's for fight milk.
He unleashed the Tsukiyomi for 3 days. If you ate these dumplings, what could you do? Beat the coronavirus in the face.
It took the fourth Hokage three years.
Yes, but with one of our sweet dumplings, you can master the Rasengan in just one. That's right, 1 week.
Holding a necklace that has the crutch of your lover and your little brother, you'll get it too.
Oh yeah, it's as good as a kiss on the forehead.
Mwah! Just like a really manly kiss.
Right. Anyway, so
that was an excellent commercial.
thank you. Somebody please animate it.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever wanted. So though he is,
I love that. That's what I love the most about like gaming Let's Play channels like Super Mega and like Two Best Friends, RIP Two Best Friends, and like Game Grumps and all them. Those like or like Oni Plays and all them, like the animated.
yeah, but mad podcasts get
my
that. I'm telling you,
God,
someone's gonna do it one of these days.
If someone gives us like a 10-second animation
That's
of one
all
of
I
our
want.
jokes,
Yeah, literally 10 seconds.
would literally cement me in like the Hall of Fame of like forever.
You'd be up on the wall.
I'd be. Your animation would be up on the wall.
It'd be on the wall.
We'll carve that bitch into a GIF.
yeah,
We'll do that shit.
Frame by frame.
Yeah,
up
we're
on
gonna
the
carve a
wall.
GIF on the wall.
But like, if you have the ninja like to do it,
Yeah.
you should.
I mean, you might as well.
You might as well.
So, though he is heavily injured and breathless, Kabuto is smiling, and then suddenly...
Wait, my bad. I just like the idea that freaks me out a lot, that I think about a lot. Is people gotta build skyscrapers and like bridges. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like,
yeah, but they got like
holy
trains and shit. I mean, they figured it out.
No,
I
they
don't know
figured it
how
out,
it
but
works,
just the idea that we have to build like this 200 like towering foot building, insane.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
It's scary, bro.
China's building them sideways now, on
Yeah.
top of two
is
other
that
towers.
true, or is that just a meme?
No, that was a thing. I think real. So
There's,
like the thing of like two towers same beside each other, and like one laid on its side on top of it. That's where China's headed now.
Yeah.
There's a high school somewhere
That makes
that's
sense,
like
actually.
the building is sideways.
It's a little-
It's like,
That's madness. Wait, all buildings are
Yeah, all-
sideways.
but no,
too.
not like it's like it's like
3D.
laying
So they
down.
build it up, and then they
just
towered
knock
it
it
over.
And they're like, yeah, I figured it
Oh,
out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
We can't pull it back up.
Right, so this is school
This
now.
is school.
Anyways, though he is heavily injured and breathless, Kabuto is smiling because suddenly Naruto's vision goes blurry, he coughs up blood, just like fucking everyone in this show, and he falls to the ground unconscious. Tsunade rushes over to him and wonders how Kabuto is still standing, and Kabuto reveals, and this is fucking dope, that before Naruto's Rasengan hit him, he focused all of his chakra on the point of contact, so he was already healing by the time Naruto's Rasengan hit him, which is why Orochimaru values him so highly, is because he can do shit like this. Still, Kabuto can only remake his cells when he has the chakra to do so, and he's almost out of chakra. He doesn't let up, though. He's, like, marching towards... Because Naruto's on the ground and Tsunade's over with him, so he's marching towards him. But then Kabuto collapses, even with his healing powers. And this just, like, cements how badass the Rasengan is.
That was cool.
Yeah, he still can't carry on.
I'm glad that finally someone can't carry on. Just for once.
Yeah.
Everyone's always like, I can't give up. Shut up.
Yeah. Kabuto's
Just
like,
stop.
well, I have to give up.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, I gotta give up on my dreams. Tsunade examines Naruto and finds that the muscles around his heart are torn to shreds and that his heart is failing.
He's dead.
It's
You're dead.
crazy.
You're dead. You're just dead. You can't be alive.
And it's all because of that fucking tap that Kabuto did when he was Rasenganing him. Begging herself to stop shaking and calm down, Tsunade cuts open Naruto's shirt and starts to heal him, and then it cuts to the, like, goofy little animals, and it's fucking Gamatsu and Tonton and Gamakichi. And I think it's Gamatsu that goes, if he dies, do we get snacks?
Yes.
The fuck, you murderous little frog.
I
goddamn
love
monster.
everything about these frogs.
I know, it's
I want
mad
a
fun.
show of animals. You propose that, right, Katie? A show of animals would be the only
don't
thing
remember
Naruto needs
Just the
right now.
side characters. Yeah.
Oh, like, sure, Boruto, fans, whatever, you know.
But just the summons.
That's amazing.
That's it.
The
And
summon
yeah,
show.
we
I love
definitely
Tonton's
talked about
facial
that.
expressions are like great.
Well, yeah, because
So
Tonton
good.
has full mental capacities and can talk.
He's
and
a
he chooses
human
not to.
being.
Yeah.
Just
No, Tonton is a human being in a pig's body. Like,
What-
no doubt. Yeah.
What if like as they were fighting, like the camera didn't cut to it, but they're like fully having a conversation and like smoking a cigarette.
Well, that's what I'm
in the
thinking.
corner?
Either all three of them are talking and toking and like chilling out over there, or Tonton is still not talking even to the other animals because Tonton just fucking hates everybody.
They're just like, I gotta keep up the long con. I can't let anyone
yeah.
know.
We can't slip up even once.
Tonton's the first Naruto method actor.
It's true.
Tonton, what are you thinking about? Oink.
Yeah. Like, but there's a lot of hatred behind
Like
this.
he
The
just love the
OINK.
internal dialogue.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like the darkness is taking over my skin and I can never feel happiness again.
That's the
Tonton,
subtitle.
what's up?
Oink.
Oink.
Yeah. Kabuto insists that Tsunade is wasting her time. He severed Naruto's heart's connection to the chakra network.
He's saying it's like just defeated as fun.
I know, he's literally lying on the ground like, haha, guess what, bitch?
I just love it. Just him on the ground just going like, don't even bother, bruh.
Yeah.
You just can't.
But the interesting is that this means that Naruto's connection to the Nine Tails is severed. And so Tsunade's like, hey, shut up, I'm gonna heal Naruto. But
Shows how
Naruto...
smart Kabuto is.
Oh yeah,
that was a good
no,
move.
big
That was
time.
300 IQ move.
And
it also shows like why Naruto's leg healed like real quick.
oh, because he had the nine tails. Yeah, but now he doesn't. Yeah.
The doctors hate him.
Yeah.
One trick
It's true,
why,
it's
find
true.
out.
Of having the nine tails. But Tsunade's looking at Naruto and she like sees Don and Nawaki because, mad people be dying on her. And then we cut inside of Naruto to the fucking nine tails.
That was weird.
That was weird as fuck.
Because like, Tsunade's like crying, and then Nine Tails just kind of goes, "Oh, what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on?"
Yeah, they really pulled like a Pokemon Mewtwo movie bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I hate this trope a lot. Crying will bring someone back.
I know. Well, yeah, because...
It didn't before, like...
I know.
Unless when you were crying in a field and when your tears hit the ground, flowers bloomed. I don't want to see no one coming back.
That's how Baby Nut came back to life. Have you seen that commercial?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Okay, I haven't seen the commercial, but I did see Mr. Peanut die.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the strangest...
Look, it's fucked for so many reasons, but... The fact that that's an advertisement campaign when real humans are dying all over the world, it's so fucked up. But there was a Super Bowl commercial where the Kool-Aid Man cried on his grave and then it sprouted up a little Mr. Peanut.
The Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. And the little Mr. Peanut.
This was
Maybe
definitely some
peanuts will
like.
taste like Kool-Aid now.
This is true. And it was at his funeral.
This is a 10-layer brand scheme.
Also,
going
Mr.
on right
Clean
now.
was at his funeral too.
Wow.
It's so fucked.
It's all owned by the same company.
Is it?
Probably.
It might just
what
be
happened.
brands.
Most
just like-
likely,
Everything
yeah.
is
Fucking
all
everything's
owned
probably
by
the
the
same.
same
Got it.
Remember that weird ass fucking anime movie of brands? What was it, like Food Town or some shit?
I certainly don't.
With that dog and no. Okay, no. You know
that
what? You know
anime
what?
with that dog.
If I Google right now live movie about brands.
Here, while you do that, I'm just going to clarify. So basically, we cut to the Nine Tails, and he's like, oh, it's dark and cold, and what's going on? And then, the screen starts to fade to black, and then we see droplets of tears, and it cuts back to the real life, and it's Tsunade's tears. Her desperation, her power, it gets through to Naruto, and he grabs the necklace, and he's like, hey, baby, I told you I'd win the bet. Bam! And it's like,
Naruto woke up and he was Elvis.
Yeah.
You guys remember the movie Food Fight?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't-
maybe.
Do you remember this?
Wait.
Okay, Katie, I feel like you know Food Fight.
Yeah, I slept through that one time.
This shit has a
weirdly
1.5
recently.
out of 10. Wow. Okay, to be fair, the main demographic for the movie is your boyfriend and his friends.
No, not that.
Yeah.
My friends at home,
Huh?
before college.
Your friends at home?
Yeah.
Your friends at home watch Food Fight?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That is hardcore.
they would watch
Okay,
that
wait, let's
shit,
pass
but
this
I
around.
know,
You
it was at
guys
home.
gotta see this.
I-
Food fight?
I like the idea that
No,
there's
it's
a.
all about sex in a grocery store, isn't it?
Okay, well, no, but yes. So it's basically a movie that had
I don't like
a
that.
ton of brands. So hundreds of brands all went in on this movie, and then they realized, oh, this movie's gonna be shit. So most of them pulled out. So they had to pull a plot together, which featured this
is
crime-fighting
bizarre.
dog. Yeah.
Give Food Fight movie a look.
Am I talking about the same movie?
Yeah, I think you are.
Wait, no, you might be thinking of the one with Seth Rogen, Sausage Party.
Oh, you think
Yes,
it's Sausage
that
Party?
is what I was thinking.
I think
of.
that's
No.
like a
What is this?
Why does this look like a PS2?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's totally
it's
like a
history.
PS2.
Also, thank you for just reading my mind and knowing what I was talking about.
I'm really knowledgeable on the food industry movie
Oh,
game.
yeah,
Food
no, I have
industry
no
3D
idea.
animated movie.
You know what that looks
I
like?
have no idea.
That looks like Wizard 101.
Yes!
Like you would just
It
roll
does look like
up-
Wizard
You
101.
would
Wizard
roll
101 did
up
this
and
so
there's
much
this
better.
dog.
Food Fight is one of the strangest things to
That's
quite
funny, yeah, I'd
possibly
love to
happen.
see that.
Penguin
Maybe I'll
Zero
make them watch
has a
it.
fantastic video on it. Please just look into this movie. Charlie Sheen
Please
plays
don't,
the main
don't
character.
make Raj be alone in knowing
Yeah,
what this
no,
is.
Wayne Brady is in this, guys.
Yeah,
Wait,
it-
Hilary Duff.
It's strange. It's
Eva
strange.
Longoria, guys, there's a star-studded cast here.
It's
on
weird
a movie
shit. Well,
with
well,
1.5
maybe we
out
can
of
watch
10.
it for Real Radio.
Yeah, we gotta do acid, but
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Animation's like weird because it'll be like, oh, here's this animation thing. It'll be like, and now we have Charlie Sheen. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like
It's like-
mad celebrities just because
yeah.
you can just phone call it in, you know?
Did you hear about that? That what's that guy's name? Corey Feldman finally did like that documentary on like the pedophile ring he's like been exposing.
Oh, wow.
And like he's accused Charlie Sheen of being a pedophile.
I mean, probably like
Like, I
most
believe
famous
it.
people are pedophiles.
100%.
And also, Charlie Sheen's like a really fucked
But you
up
just
guy.
think like Charlie Sheen, already has fucked up and has so many vices and problems.
Yeah.
you really have to dip your toes in pedophilia, man. You're already, like, fucked for life. But, like, you really have to fully send it to be the worst person possible.
It would be like if Orochimaru was also trying to steal.
Let's go.
For like 20 years.
I know, which means nothing in rich people time. But
bullshit.
at least, you know,
he's probably
a
gonna
sentence.
die in jail though.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably end up not going to jail.
He's not. He's gonna go off to a very private island.
Yeah.
That's called Jalais.
Yeah.
And it's just butlers and waterfalls and bidets and everything.
And the young boys
and gals, which is terrible.
Yeah. But,
guys,
you know.
I also like the idea that there's like a whole selection of movies that Katie has fallen asleep to.
Oh, yeah.
Subconsciously is like
Well,
semi-aware.
What I liked
I
liked about Katie saying I think I've slept through that is that she could also say that for a lot of the Naruto episodes, I'm sure.
But you
Not
fully
even
like
actually.
comprehend these things.
Yeah,
you fall
yeah.
asleep but understand.
No,
you
but
just
not
go,
really.
your
I don't
eyes
fall
go
asleep
into
for
rest
most of them.
mode. You know?
Yeah.
Like your brain is
Well,
still
it's because
active.
she's a robot.
I fall
It's
asleep
sleep
Yeah.
mode, not power off.
Yes, it's like when you just like rest mode for your Switch, like
Exactly.
Yeah, like my screen turned off, but like.
Yo,
Exactly.
okay,
It's still on.
this is gonna be a long shot, but if any of our listeners work for Nintendo, contact me, get me new Joy-Cons, because these shits suck.
Ooh.
The rubber has come off now of one of them, just casually. They're not meant to be used for longer than 3 months.
No, Joy-Cons really suck.
Joy-Cons are not, like, technically the Switch should be the most marvelous piece of tech, like, gaming tech on the market.
It's
And
like, it's the little shit that
it is
really
made
sucks.
so poorly.
Well, my fucking Switch is bending.
Yeah, why does
Because I
the
played
Switch
so much that
tablet
it
warp?
melts. Yeah.
Why? You shouldn't be punished for playing with
The
it.
heat from your hands is just like melting the Switch away.
Bro, it's because I'm doing the
That's
Rasengan
crazy.
while I'm playing Switch at the same time.
Oh, well, that's
It's
your
the
problem.
same spinny motion.
I highly think the rubber of my control stick like span off. Like I'm so upset that happened. So if you work in Nintendo, if your dad works in Nintendo or your mom or someone, contact
Send
me.
Raj Joy-Cons.
Give me Joy-Cons. Let me get one of those yellow and purple bitches that just came out. Let me one of those.
Yeah, hopefully,
yellow and purple
hopefully that
bitches.
works.
Those look so good.
They do.
I just watched this. You saw the Scott the Waz video.
Obviously.
Scott, if you're listening, I love you
He's
so
not.
much. I know, but what if?
We'll tweet this at him.
This is Plug City, the podcast.
I
know,
know.
it's
Look,
crazy.
Scott the Waz just put out a wonderful video on customizable and custom controllers, and I've always been too poor to afford like one of those bitches. But like,
But Scott has them.
But Scott
and that's
has
what
one.
matters.
And you know what, dude? I've always wanted like a wacky ass. Like there's a green GameCube controller.
That's true.
I've always been relegated
Luigi
to the black and purple one.
Yeah.
There's an orange GameCube controller.
There's
Or,
some
like,
crazy shit out there.
Why don't you just paint yours?
That is so bad for the controller. You have no
that
idea.
sounds
Don't
really
talk
bad.
about things you don't know, okay? You're not a gamer.
I don't know.
Listen.
I just.
Wait,
Or do talk about
This
things
is
you don't know. Like
the whole point of the
Naruto. The
podcast.
entire premise of the show. Speaking of
fully.
getting back to Naruto, Kabuto can't believe that Naruto's alive, and Tsunade takes Naruto's hand, cut from the kunai, and heals it. Then she ties her necklace around his neck, placing one final bet for Nawaki and Dawn on Naruto's dreams coming true. Orochimaru tries to shake Jiraiya by pointing that he's like, hey, look at Naruto, he's gonna die. But Jiraiya's
He can't even point. He's just kind of like.
oh yeah, he can't. He just sort of
slowly moves
his
his
arms
shoulder.
there. Yeah, he's like,
He's
hey,
just like,
look
I
at
guess
this.
I've won
And it
this
doesn't even
battle.
work because Jiraiya's like, no, Tsunade
Sometimes
can heal
when
it.
I'm really tired, I don't wave at people. I just kind of throw my chin at them.
That's
I hope they get what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's what
Oh.
Orochimaru has to do.
Yeah.
And then, it's interesting, because now that Naruto's back to life, Orochimaru's like, oh shit, I might have fucked up. If the Akatsuki get their hands on him, this could be bad.
Yeah.
That's crazy!
Yeah.
That Orochimaru and the Akatsuki are fighting, and Orochimaru is worried that they're gonna get Naruto? Like, what does that mean for the
Yeah.
future, Katie? You're the only one who doesn't know. What do you think?
That's true. I am really.
Yo,
That's
yeah.
weird. I forget that you guys know. you
Yeah.
know?
But
Yo.
isn't that crazy? That little, like, drop of,
You know what
like...
we should do?
Yeah.
We should phone in Morgan. Like, at the
I was
end.
gonna, she's
We
busy
talked
right now.
about that.
Yeah, we were gonna
Fuck.
zoom her in.
We should.
Yeah.
We should like just like get her a voicemail.
I know. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll try.
Hey guys, this is Morgan. Hit me back, and then just beep.
That's funny, Morgan. Nice.
Thanks, Morgan.
Just
Crazy, you don't
put that
know
on
anything
loop.
about that.
What do you think, Morgan? This Morgan hit me back.
I'll just go through all the other episodes and try and craft sentences that line up.
Haha, Liam, that was so funny.
Anyways, to prevent the Akatsuki from getting their hands on him, I guess, Orochimaru dives towards Naruto in an attempt to take him out, and he does that thing where he, like, spits out a snake, and then that snake spits out the Kusanagi blade.
I love that.
I love that little motherfucker in his mouth, bro.
The little sheath snake.
The little fucking xenomorph tongue thing he's got going on.
Yeah, it's so weird.
No,
cool.
if I just had a knife in my mouth, it would stab my mouth. But
I need a little tiny sword that has a snake in it.
I think he fully has the retractable snake in his body, and then the sword's in that snake. So then he pushes out that snake that pushes out the sword.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
It feels like a puzzle piece.
Yeah, Jiraiya.
But shouldn't it hurt the snake?
Well, it does.
No, if it's just straight in there, it just comes out. You know.
Yeah, the snake
is like a spring-loaded thing.
The snake is knife-proof. Orochimaru isn't, but Orochimaru is snake-proof.
Yeah.
So it's just like you keep going. Shizune actually has a little tiny snake inside of her that spits out the poison fog.
Do you think that when Kabuto and Orochimaru go home after a long battle,
does Orochimaru stick Kabuto's dick or does the snake? Is that what
Kabuto just goes, gotta put the snakes back in, man. And he was like, okay.
Jiraiya tries to stop this, but Orochimaru slams him into the ground with his tongue. Shooting through the air, Orochimaru opens his mouth and he's like, oh, this is gonna happen. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna stab Naruto. So Tsunade throws herself between Orochimaru and Naruto, allowing the sword to fully stab through her chest, which is crazy. Orochimaru steps back, shaken.
Is that supposed to be a callback to kind of the third...
getting stabbed?
Hokage?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Because I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He got stabbed the same way.
No, I know, it's
by
crazy.
the same sword.
Yeah.
The same person. I was like,
I know. After Orochimaru stabbed Tsunade, he steps back because Tsunade's the literally one person that he doesn't want to kill. And he's like, guys...
that means a lot.
And also, he says something kind of interesting before he goes back to being oh, I'm evil and you all suck. He's like, guys, you have no idea the trouble that's coming if Naruto's allowed to live.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane foreshadowing.
I thought that was wild because we think as Orochimaru is this guy who's wants to watch the world burn. You know what I mean? But does he?
Yeah, right? Or at least he still wants to be in the world while it's burning and what are the Akatsuki gonna do?
He wants to master all the jutsu, and so whatever the Akatsuki are doing is gonna fuck
with that plan.
Stop him from doing that.
Yeah. Which damn, what do you think, Katie? Doesn't that make you feel damn?
What do you think the Akatsuki are trying to do?
Yeah, Katie.
I have no idea. That's what we're waiting to see.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tsunade swears to protect Naruto no matter what, though Orochimaru is sure that she's shaking and coughing up blood, that she won't be able to do anything, and he's like, man, why are you even trying to do anything? But Tsunade's like, I'm not just protecting Naruto, I'm protecting the Leaf Village, I'm protecting the dreams of Don and Nawaki, this is a lot, this is a whole symbolic thing. But Orochimaru's like, the Hokage is for fools, and so Tsunade's like, that's what I said. Yeah. I was the fool.
So many flashbacks.
Yeah, she flashes back to literally everything. Yeah. It's Dan, Nawaki, Jiraiya, Shizune, Naruto, and then she's like, I'm gonna put my life on the line for this. And Orochimaru once again whips out the sword, and he's like, bitch, you wanna die? We good. And so he slashes across her body.
Which is also interesting, because again, Orochimaru really wants his arms. So
yeah.
I know. He does a lot of flailing in this episode.
So it's he's willing to be okay, I'll give up my arms, I'll figure this out.
Yeah.
If I get to Naruto. Which seems weird because it seems
oh shit, so you're saying that Orochimaru thinks it's more important to kill Naruto than it is to get his arms out? That's wild.
And which is weird because this seems like a thought that Orochimaru just had as he was standing on that snake.
Yeah.
He was oh, right. Akatsuki,
well, because
those guys,
I guess,
do something.
Well, I guess he kind of thought that Naruto just sucked and that the problem would kind of take care of itself. But when he saw that Naruto knows the fucking Rasengan, it's oh shit, it looks because we don't know what the Akatsuki are trying to do.
So really, Naruto screwed himself by being
by being alive.
Yeah, by being good.
Yeah,
I guess
if he was
that's
just
true.
useless in the corner, he'd be fine.
Yeah. If only...
So you should have listened.
Yeah, I know, right? If you had just hung out with Gamatsu and Gamakichi, you could have been eating snacks on the sideline. You would have been fine. So Tsunade gets this giant cut across her body. As she collapses, Jiraiya and Shizune sit up, and Orochimaru prepares to deliver the killing blow.
I think that looked cool when everyone saw her falling. They all
and it was a slow motion kind of,
It was
But before Orochimaru can kill Naruto, Tsunade once again leaps in front of Naruto and takes another slash. With lightning quick speed, it's noted how fast she was. Furious, Orochimaru, just like Kabuto, kicks her away.
Yo, it is insane.
These motherfuckers just love to
Told
kick.
you.
No, yeah, because he can't move his arms.
He's really just Orochimaru has one fan, and that's Kabuto. Kabuto's really committed to when Orochimaru failed to like destroy the Leaf Village. He was like, you got 2 out of 5. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
like,
there
you
in the
still
corner, like, you got this.
Hokage.
Yeah,
It's like,
you can still do it, kid.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Believe it. Believe it.
Believe it.
Yeah. That's
kid.
Kabuto's new catchphrase. That's why Naruto's not
Oh
saying
my
that anymore.
gosh.
Yeah, because Naruto's so hurt that Kabuto betrayed him, and now Kabuto's saying it, so Naruto's like, I'm never gonna say
can't.
believe it again. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Believe it's off the wall.
Fuck it.
Um,
You're ready to leave it off
Leave
the
it
wall.
off the wall.
Yeah.
Right, fuck it on the wall
His
instead.
move is fucking.
I love the idea that like we should put like Miley Flanagan on the wall,
Uh-huh.
and just the idea that like this still exists in the Naruto universe. So everyone just sees Miley Flanagan's very real face carved in, and they're
it's
just
like,
like,
it's like deeply realistic.
yeah,
too.
and they're just like,
is that even a human? Why do they look
they're
like
just
that?
like they're like the first, the second, the third, and fourth. Who? Huh? What?
Is this a cat holding a water balloon?
Who's doing this?
Doesn't Miley Flanagan also wear glasses?
Yeah. Oh my
How
god.
do you carve that into a side of a?
Ninja glass
Yeah.
jutsu
You
is
can do it.
crazy.
Ninja
Probably.
glass. They would
Ninja
fucking call it
glass.
that too.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
glasses appear jutsu.
Yeah.
So Tsunade's still shaking and shit, and Orochimaru's like, haha, you're still scared of blood. But Tsunade calms her
Haha,
nerves.
bitch.
Yeah, and kicks Orochimaru back. He
Kick him,
can't
let's
believe
go.
it. I know.
Let's go.
She's doing the kicks, and Tsunade stands up proud, and she's like, yo, matter of fact, I'm like, we good now.
I'm okay.
I'm the 5th Hokage, bitch. And then the mark on her forehead vanishes, and all of these like lines appear on her forehead and spiral down
So cool.
as she releases her mitotic regeneration, which is fucking dope. Shizune's like, no, don't use that. Let me heal you instead. But Tsunade's wounds, they're all already healing on their own.
A little OP.
A little OP, but she's a Sani.
A little broken.
And so it's like, oh, that's
I
why
can do it
she's
too.
so high. You can do it too.
I can do it. Easy.
That's a hell of a sticker on
Bro,
the forehead.
I.
That's all I know.
That is a hell of a
So sticker baby, all
Oh,
steel.
well, now we figure out what
Yeah.
that thing is.
So I was gonna
Yeah.
ask Katie, how do you feel knowing that wasn't like a thing
Not
on
a
her
sticker.
forehead?
It's a seal that she's
Yeah.
been building up chakra in for years.
Which
Do
I
you feel-
feel
do
like
you
she
feel,
should have
hoodwinked?
not run out of chakra that fast if she's been saving it for
Well,
forever.
think about it. She got stabbed through probably the heart, and then
That's
sliced
true.
probably through her lungs, and then cut again on the back, which probably like severed her spine.
Yeah.
And then she stood up and was like, "Nah, we good."
Actually, you guys remember that movie?
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, right. Like now, and that really shows how OP she is.
And that's the sword that like,
Killed the third.
what's his name? No, but what's the monk?
Enma.
Enma and staff Enma was like, this hurts.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's
And
harder
he's
than
like
diamonds.
really hard. So like,
Wait, so have you guys seen the movie Hoodwinked?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's just.
Bro, another fucking PS2 graphics movie.
Yes, dude. I'd love that era of PS2 graphic movies.
Bro,
They just,
I've been
like-
rewatching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That whole thing is.
Oh
fucking
my
PS2
god, early
graphics.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars looks
It's
so
crazy.
weird. Do you remember the Snow White game on PS2?
I don't.
Okay, so imagine they made a movie, like a 3D animated movie that looked like a PS2 game, and then you put it on the PS2.
Sounds so good.
It is.
it sounds like Kingdom Hearts.
It does sound
in
like
my head.
God.
That's
No,
what it's-
Kingdom Hearts, for as much shit as I give it, is beautiful. That game is objectively like
It's beautiful, but it's a bad game. Like, can we like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, god awful.
Yeah, it's
But the
poorly designed
music,
game.
the sound design in
The
general,
art direction is
direction,
gorgeous. The
insane.
game direction is not so.
It's not a fun game. It's a fun entity. It's fun to explore.
And it's a beautiful idea.
The fact that like people tell me you should just read the Wikipedia for a game instead of playing the game itself. Yeah, kind of a
That's
shit
when
game
there's a
then,
problem.
right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Anyways, Shizune considers that like this amazing jutsu that Tsunade is doing is limited literally over your entire life, because what it does isn't like magically heal or whatever. It's literally using her chakra to make her body make new cells and like rebuild her
Stem
organs.
cell jutsu.
Yeah, it is. But Shizune's like, oh, you can only make so many cells in your whole life. So literally Tsunade is
feel
shortening
like-
her
you
life.
know how,
doing
Cool
like-
scientific fact just slipped in there.
I know.
Yeah.
I think the fact that like because like here in America, or
Uh-huh.
at least we like shit on STEM majors a lot.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like a common joke between like college majors. But like in the Naruto like universe, they must be fucking up there.
Yeah, you
I
know,
would be careful with that.
yeah,
I-
STEM majors are up there here too. They just
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
here because we're at an
Because
art
we're at
school.
an art
Exactly.
school.
Wait,
yeah.
is
At
that
like
it?
at
Yeah,
like real
no, in the
schools,
world,
all they
that's
do
the
is
best
but, like-
thing to be.
No, I just see them get clowned often.
yeah,
like,
at art school.
Yeah.
That's what
Wow.
I'm
No,
getting.
not in art school, just like
So
like
here
South
it's
Park
bad.
or like Family Guy. Like, in
Those
general.
are people who
Yeah,
went
those are
to
like
art
art
school.
kids.
Because they're
Yeah.
You know what? Guys, you might have got me there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing something that grandparents want you to do.
I love my STEM majors.
Yeah, yeah.
I love all my babies out there.
Yeah.
But just
I mean, it ain't for me. Don't get me wrong.
not-
And I'm happy to
I
clown
can't do
STEM
no.
majors.
At
but-
the very least, those writers are English majors.
Yes.
Yeah. Which,
you know.
Yeah.
No, it's even because like Eric Andre was a music major. He's godly at like bass and shit.
Yeah.
He's such a talented writer.
Oh, he's so good.
People who are so good at everything. Donald Glover, I'm coming for you. I want to shake your fucking hand.
Yeah.
Not now because coronavirus. But I'll come after.
Post corona.
Yeah.
Assuming there is a post corona. Anyways, Tsunade, you're right. They do just slip in about that cell regrowth because she immediately unleashes her summoning jutsu, and then so does everybody else. And this is the dick whip out moment.
Can I like have Nick's nerd corner for a second?
Yeah. Do you think?
I was like,
Do you want me to put in a sound effect?
sure.
All right, here we go. Nick's nerd corner.
Like,
Say that? Sorry.
All right,
No.
Katie, on 3.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Nick's
Nick's
Nerd
Nerd Corner.
So, this is how nerdy I am at Naruto. Sometimes I'll be like, that jutsu's cool, let me learn about it. And I go to the Naruto wiki, and I was like, why Slug, Toad, and Snake? And it's like basically it's a myth, rock, paper, scissors. So like, the snake gets the toad, the
Toad gets snail.
Slug.
but the slug can't get the snake. This is where it's like a stretch, because if the snake
Where it
bites
falls apart.
because if the snake bites it, it's not poison because it has acid in its body, which I was like, okay, stretch, but
No,
in
sorry,
Naruto
that's
world, okay.
World's a little
And I
fun.
was like, oh, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
And then I was like, the Sannin cancel each other out.
Yeah,
They-
well, that's
and I'm
exactly
like,
the idea.
what?
And it's actually all from fucking. Somebody wanted me to talk about this in a Rio radio, but I'll just say it here. It's all from Japanese folklore. Like the Sannin are all like I'm pretty sure that Jiraiya the Gallant is a Japanese folk legend.
Orochimaru is like a snake god.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's what he's named after.
They're
like,
all
the god
taken.
of snakes.
Yeah, and so it's all actually taken directly from Japanese folklore. and stuff.
Shinto! Shout out to Shinto!
But yeah, end of the episode. It's this big like Jiraiya's got
Megazord
Gamabunse, Tsunade, and exactly Megazords. Yeah, Tsunade and Naruto are on top of this giant slug Katsuyu, and Orochimaru and Kabuto are on top of Manda the Snake King. That's
Okay.
how. That
You
episode
guys
ends.
said at the beginning that there was a Megazord battle or
Okay,
whatever.
wait, do you not know Power Rangers?
I thought that you said sword, and I thought I missed something. I was
Okay.
like, there was not a
Okay,
Megazord
wait, so Katie,
battle. So
Gamabunta
did I
does
watch
have
the
a
wrong
very good
This is
episode?
like serious. Do you not know Power Rangers?
I don't.
Oh my god.
Megazord is like well, actually, I don't.
Well,
really know
no.
Can I do it? Or do you want to do it?
Well, I'm gonna. You can do
Okay.
the Megazord part. I'll
Okay.
I
break
swear to
down
God, you guys
Power
have
Rangers.
1 minute.
So, this Japanese series called Super Sentai, right? And this American billionaire guy named Saban or Saban, where the fuck, was just like, yo, let's make that American. So they took that. It's a team of colorful, like,
I've heard
suited
of
up
the Power
spandex
Rangers, I just haven't
warriors.
seen them.
And you bastard. No anxiety decent out of this. And then they fight evil. Power in colorful suits. And
they have
Nick,
a
take it over.
Megazord battle.
So Megazords, each of the Power Rangers have a giant robot, usually animal related, but sometimes it's
clock.
different.
But
And-
he's not stopping.
And sometimes when they have to fight really big guys, because in Power Rangers they just get bigger,
It's a lot slower, you
some-
bastard.
they like merge into one and it becomes the Megazord.
Got
Or
it.
all the little robots also Megazords. Confused.
Yes.
Anyways, let's just say both of them are Megazords. And
So the point is giant
And-
robots. And yeah.
And
Close
time.
it.
Actually, that was in about a minute. That's kind of crazy.
Let's go up top.
That was the perfect microphone size.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We're at that level where if I like go hard as fuck, it's just in the mic.
I
Yeah.
was really hoping it just could be a thunderclap.
I
And
like
the
that
bit
it
of
was
it
like
be boom.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
So 96 starts with this sick ass Megazord battle, but first Gamatsu pulls up and he calls out to his dad. He's like, "Hey, what's going on? Yeah, like what the snacks? What's the deal here?" And
Oh,
Manda.
wait, is he also the kid of God?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Missed
Gamatsu
that.
and
He's like the
Kichi.
sheltered one.
They're
He never gets
siblings.
called.
Yeah, he's like the younger brother.
Okay.
Also,
Kichi's
missed that.
older.
It's the only time they see each other when they get summoned.
I
Because
think
they're
so.
always like, yo, Dad, what's up? It's like, aren't you like
I
home
feel like
My
together?
kid sounded like that. I'd keep as
Well,
much
I would
distance.
dip too, yeah. I feel like maybe in summon worlds they live their own lives. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So Gamabunsa really might have just gone out for a pack of cigarettes. And
I
they
know.
just-
I like to believe that.
Oh, because he does smoke.
Yeah, I like to believe
He's
that.
classier
if-
than that. It's a pipe.
Yeah,
He goes
yeah,
out for the...
No, but even then, he can't run because that shit is like 40 stories tall.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, where's Dad? Oh, he'll be back. He's smoking like right there.
Yeah, yeah. Or you see it on the
See
fucking
the town of
horizon.
Silent Hill
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there? It's totally him. But
Yeah,
I like
actually,
the-
I was watching him hit his pipe, and I was like, he's definitely toking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They really animate the burning.
Right? And that's when I saw, I was like, I've seen this somewhere before.
and he always goes, bleh, and he
Yeah,
like
yeah.
stuck it, and I'm like, you don't have to do that, man. Like,
I feel like my headcanon is I fully like to believe that you know how like the Pokemon
Save it.
universe they have what
save it for the...
Oh, yeah, for the
Yeah.
real radio we're about to do.
that's not like that's a different. This is
Okay.
so this is like I like to believe that so you know how like the Pokemon universe there's like the trainers and they have Pokeballs blah blah whatever the fuck they don't care that's stupid and then you have look imagine like the mainline games that's what
Yeah.
that is right you go you beat the Elite Four whatever but then you have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and that's where I like to think these little fucking
That's
kids
where they
are
hang
going
out. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just doing their own little thing
Exactly.
in their
And
towns.
Naruto has a similar thing happening.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the snake guys are just like the snake kids are just the bullies of their little
Yeah.
middle school thing.
yeah,
right
and they
now.
pull up on Gamatsu, and they're like, give us your snacks.
They
And he's
definitely
like,
it's like three twin snake assholes like, oh, what do we have here?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that.
And then Gamakichi and Gamatsu are like, don't make us call our dad on you.
Yes. These are built dynamics.
yeah.
Someone, we're giving you $1 billion ideas here. Naruto Shippuden Summon Show. Come on.
I just want to add, it'll be kind of like Digimon, where they're tiny when they're running around in that world, but they'd be
Yeah.
bigger like when they get summoned.
Digimon is fucking crazy because like Pokemon's like, oh, it's like a chandelier. Oh, it's a little thunder rat. Digimon's like, oh, it's a fucking machine gun. You know, it's like it's a literal.
Digimon goes hard as fuck.
Yeah, Digimon's a real shit.
And now it's $1 billion deal because you can sell toys.
You can tell
Yeah,
boom.
straight up,
Digimon was
exactly.
really underrated in like that span of like because like we had Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and
That's
then we had the outliers, right? There was Digimon, Duel Masters, Bakugan,
Chaotic.
fucking what else? Like so many fucking.
There's all
just,
sorts
like,
of weird little kids.
random-
Ninjago tried to get into
Ninjago.
that.
Ninjago
Oh my
was
God.
valid as fuck.
Speaking of things marketed directly at my boyfriend and his friends, they're obsessed with Ninjago.
They would be obsessed with
They've
Ninjago now.
threatened-
That does
They've
make sense.
threatened multiple times to make a Ninjago podcast to rival us.
They
Sounds
should.
like
I
it would not rival us.
To be fair, nothing will happen.
To be fair.
There's no
Yeah.
competition there.
Yeah.
But I think the idea of delving deeper into Ninjago is cool. as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't they just ninjas that spin?
Yo, well, there's a little more to it than that. There's some
like
story.
high key though, you know who else is a ninja that spins? Naruto with the Rasengan.
Naruto with their Rasengan. Sometimes they do just spin.
Yeah.
They just like.
In Ninjago, they just sit there and just spin around in a little
No,
circle.
actually, I don't remember if they actually spin in Ninjago, but I remember there being a very. I was very dedicated. I was really into the ninja Cole because he was like the Earth Ninja and he had like a bowl cut and I was like, he had like a sight. They all had like golden weapons gimmicked to like towards.
I was
them.
really bored, and it's all on Netflix, and I watched it all. So yes.
Okay, well, let's talk about the real issue, right? When the Green Ninja Kid, right? Spoilers if you haven't watched Ninjago. When the
I'm
Green
gonna
Ninja
give you another minute.
when the Green Ninja Kid just cops out and they make him grow like 10, 20 years older for no reason. Stupid. That was such a stupid gimmick.
They were
I
just
hated
trying to
that.
get that anime time skip.
Nick, do you have any hot takes
Say
on
Naruto
Ninjago?
Shippuden Ninjago.
I
Is
think
there a difference between Ninjago and Lego Ninjago?
No.
no, the
Okay.
same
No,
thing.
there's- yeah.
Every like couple of years, Lego releases a Lego original line. Before Ninjago, it was Xenoforce or Exoforce or something.
Oh, but they are two different shows.
No.
No.
Lego does these Lego original properties because you know how Lego licenses like Star Wars or Marvel or Disney princesses, and they make Lego
Yeah.
sets based on that.
Yeah.
They also have Lego original brands, and to boost their toy sales, they make these shitty little cartoons like Ninjago.
So Ninjago is one of
Exoforce.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's
like-
made
it's like
by
when
Lego.
And
people talk
Ninjago's the
about-
biggest one they've ever had.
Okay.
Naruto because if they specify Naruto they're always like, oh, I mean Shippuden, because they're talking about Shippuden. If you say Naruto,
everybody's talking about Shippuden.
The podcast is all that's left of the original Naruto.
Right, yeah. It's
don't watch
NaruTalk
original
and Naruto Shippuden.
Literally, that's that's the official timeline. You NaruTalk about it, then you Shippuden, you know?
Yeah.
that's really it.
What happens when we're Shippuden?
Well, we're coming for it. Yeah, exactly.
And then we're NaruTalk the ShipPodcast. Let's make throw on the full name again.
I knew
exactly.
it. My hot take on Ninjago, it's just Beyblade cosplay.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Everyone knows it. It's
I miss Bionicles. I feel like Bionicles also
that's another Lego original brand.
They missed a great window to come back. There was
Bionicles
like a few months ago, honestly, there was a great resurgence in Bionicle memes and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And they fully could have dropped like a 13th season.
They had like Bionicle lore and shit too.
Oh, I had
that shit was
game.
off
The game.
Yeah.
So
Yo,
good.
I used to read the Bionicles comics. Like, no cap.
I fucking love
Let's
Bionicles.
not
Is
spoil
Beyblade a
Bionicles.
bird?
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. Did you say is Beyblade a bird?
Beyblade
I
is
don't know
spinning.
what
Wait, no, we have to move on.
Wait.
Please just leave it at is Beyblade a bird.
I'll give you
Yes,
this one.
Beyblade is a bird.
I'll give you this one, Katie.
That's my favorite Katie quote.
Yeah, actually, me too.
Beyblade is a
so
bird.
much.
I love
Oh my
that.
god. Can you type that in the Discord?
Can we have a t-shirt giveaway? Where's Katie's favorite
Is
line?
Beyblade a bird? That would be such a good t-shirt.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
is
just a picture,
Beyblade
it's like
a bird?
really ugly photo of Katie and like all of us in the background.
See, I
Is
don't know
Beyblade
why
a bird?
It's funny. I don't know what Beyblade is.
That makes it funnier.
Yeah.
She's defending her children that is insulting. I thought its name was Beyblade. It's like a villain in something
Okay,
that they
no.
talk about all the
Oh my
time. that I
God.
don't.
Anyways, Gamma Bunsa.
My mind.
Gamma Bunsa pretends he's like being a little bitch. He's like, "Oh, Katsuyu and Manda. I wish I had tissues. I'm so it's nice. So nice to see you."
I love that because straight after he just goes and he blows the most smoke.
The
in
fattest
front of
cloud.
Manda,
The biggest
and
cloud.
Manda's just sitting there like
Yeah, yo, and
not
then
blinking.
Manda goes, "Yo, Orochimaru, I did not want to be
Like,
summoned.
I hate you, bro.
Why the fuck did you get me?" Yeah.
I love that these guys just don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, nobody except Katsuyu. Katsuyu's the one that's actually nice to Tsunade.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my favorite thing about Katsuya. Right?
Uh-huh.
I wrote this down in my notes because I love Katsuya. I love the fact that it's a maid character, and she's like, yes, my loyal queen. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a giant beastly maid trope
It's
thing.
wild.
Well, she is the slug queen.
Yeah, but I just love.
But she's still loyal to
everything.
like Princess
I love
Tsunade.
I love the vernacular.
Yeah.
I love the accent. Just like, of course, my queen. I'll go quick.
Yeah, it's dope.
Into the night I go.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Manda keeps being a little bitch. He's like, I want 100 human sacrifices, and Kabuto's like, oh, we'll get you them, and then Manda's like,
Bunta's dumb as fuck. He should be asking for shit.
I know, right?
So I was apparently told that like every time Orochimaru has to summon Manda, he has to give 100,000 human sacrifice, or he like can't summon Manda.
It's definitely some human sacrifices because I mean, like, I feel like Manda upped it to 100, but like it's probably several usually.
Manda's just shooting in the dark. He's
Manda's like a bad
yeah,
friend.
Manda doesn't care.
Yeah,
Manda's here to smoke your weed and leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, Manda asks to bum a cigarette and does not smoke it with you. Manda runs.
Yeah, Manda, dude, like
Manda
slithers
slithers away. yeah.
yeah, no, that is.
But Tsunade orders Katsuyu to take
I think a
Naruto
better thing because I want to shame people who need a cig and run because I've definitely
because
done
you
that.
do that.
I think he's the guy who like he'll be like, bro, can I bum a hit of that, and then you let him, and then he smokes all of it in one go, and he's like, whoops, that's crazy. Here's the last hit, bro, and it's just the filter.
Yeah. There's an etiquette, or like when you're lighting the bowl and you light in the middle instead of like pocketing it off.
There's definitely an etiquette, and how many hits you take depends on how much you're given. So if you're at like a decent like 2/3 left, you know, it's like if
Listen up, Katie, in case you ever maybe
so the
idea
cigarette's
what
still
you're
like
talking about.
pretty alive, you know, then you could do like 3-4 hits, you know, do your thing. If it's like not that much left, you know, 1-2. If there's nothing left,
I'm just assuming this also like I don't smoke cigarettes that much, just when I drink, which is pretty often.
I think same with just like smoking weed in general. You know, if someone
kind of realized.
yeah.
Sorry, that was a live illustration of how many cigarettes I've smoked
It
since last
just
week.
really poured out of Liam's brain, and it was like, oh.
Just like if you're
I think Morgan's next.
I think if
Oh, yeah.
someone. Because I had a cigarette around all of them at a party a few weeks ago, and then Morgan asked to hold it. Looks so cool doing it. I gave it to Allie. Allie fully took a hit of that. So guys, Allie, our team confirmed cool. Now.
Oh yeah.
Has hit a cigarette.
God.
She was like, "Wow, I get it now.
I'm so cool. So Tsunade orders Katsuyu to take Naruto to Shizune because Shizune is on the ground and she's already healed herself. And then
for you, my queen.
Katsuyu, not only that, but Katsuyu makes a little slug version of herself and just like forms out, and then the little slug carries Naruto down to Shizune. It's fucking awesome.
I want to sleep like that. Like
yes,
on like a
right.
slug. Just be like,
okay, look. So like I know like we went through a gimmick of water beds. Why not gel beds?
Yo, really?
Like
why not
beds
gel
of jelly.
Actually, I think they might have gel beds now.
they do.
Which would be fire.
Why would we stop doing water beds? I feel like you like
they're actually insanely uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, they're like miserable.
Does anyone drown using a water bed? Probably,
so
right?
Funny.
Probably.
There's gotta be someone out there who drowned using a water bed.
yes, because like someone's gotta be dumb enough.
I really hope.
Yeah, right.
It's like the smallest room. It's definitely a dorm room.
Yeah,
that, right? They like sleep in the middle.
They brought their water bed. Yeah, they brought their water bed into the closet and it just popped in the night, and it was just too small of a room.
I love, dude. Okay, Katie, hear me out, right? So imagine your boyfriend Lee was like, Katie, I have a new room, come over. It's this little tiny solo studio apartment, kind of like the size of a closet, I guess. It's New York City, so it costs like $3,000.
Right.
So this is the future.
This is the future.
Got it.
Possibly tomorrow, hopefully, if he's listening.
All right.
And he opens the door, and
He's
from
not
1 inch between the door frame and maybe 2 inches because it's so tiny, waterbed. And he's like, babe, I balled out. Well, how'd you feel? How'd you feel if you showed your
balled
water?
out? What does that mean?
I mean, it's like you did it.
He spent a check
Yeah.
on a waterbed.
Here,
You
just
spent a lot of money on that water.
How would you feel?
yeah.
How'd you feel?
I don't know. I think I'd probably lay on it and then decide.
Would you be?
I'd be like a 10. I'd be an 11. If like my boyfriend showed me a
Okay.
waterbed, I'd be like,
I would, as they say, be more wet than the waterbed.
Sure.
That's where that expression comes from.
That's on a shirt.
Can we just
Put it on the wall.
It's a stick figure, Liam. But like Liam's face.
I really want to do
more
like,
than water bed.
for season 2 of NaruTalk merch. I really want to do just 4 shirts or 5 if we get like a Nick Astor quote of just like. It's just all of us, but the person who says the quote is like in front of them. They're in the foreground, and it's like really shitty photo, or like drawn like a stick figure with Liam's head on it, and it's that quote.
That would actually be really funny.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
If someone gets one of the 4 like or 5 legendary NaruTalk quotes.
Yeah.
Is Beyblade a bird? I'm more wet than the waterbed itself.
So, anyways, we'll get on that.
2 out of 5.
Mine's
Raj can be
2 out of
whatever
5. There we go. I'm Road Tomorrow Youth Kabuto right now.
Ah! So the Sannin do a little bit of shit talking on top of their Zords.
They really love that.
Yeah. Jiraiya's like,
I
yo,
would
you're
too.
unfit to be a Sannin. And Tsunade's like, hey, there's going to be one less Sannin in the world when this battle's over. I thought that was foreshadowing for, like, either Jiraiya or Tsunade were going to die, you know, because it's like...
Oh, because they said it so weird?
Yeah, because they were like, one less Sannin. And I was like, that'll be something. But... spoiler alert, it's not. Just everyone's fine. Katsuyu starts the battle with that acid thing, because they're like slugs and acids or whatever, and Katsuyu spits acid forward and then melts a rock near Manda, but Manda manages to dodge the attack, shooting forward and wrapping around Katsuyu's body. Gamabunta intervenes before the snake can bite down on the slug, stabbing his sword between the snake's jaws. Like, it just like, he's like swinging it and the snake catches it in his jaws.
Do slugs explode when you put salt on them?
They wither up and die.
They shrivel. Yes.
Because what if Orochimaru just carried around a
Had
packet of
salt?
salt for this occasion?
Bring down the salt jutsu.
Yeah, bring down the salt. Yo, I'm honestly surprised Kabuto isn't strapped with salt, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like the kind of bitch that would
He
be.
just has little packets like Allie has.
Yes!
She has
Well,
Allie
now
has
it sounds like I
salt.
called Allie a bitch for carrying around salt all the
Yeah,
time.
it's because she...
No, when
is
Allie
going
does
up
it, it's
against-
cool. When Kabuto does it,
Yeah, because
you're a
Kabuto
bitch
doesn't
nerd.
smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Allie does.
I've seen Allie smoke a cigarette. I haven't seen Kabuto.
Exactly. Still, Manda's squeezing really hard on Katsuyu, but the slug escapes by melting into like a million little Katsuyus, which squiggle away and then reform nearby. That's dope. I love that power.
all of that.
That's the only something that could do like a substitution jutsu.
Yeah, right? Like
Yeah.
in real time.
Yeah.
Gamabunta avoids a tail swing from Manda, but leaves his sword in the snake's mouth, and then Manda throws the sword towards him, but he manages to dodge, and the weapon lands right in front of Katsuyu. Jiraiya calls for Tsunade to keep back because he does this dope-ass combo move where Gamabunta vomits up all this toad oil, and at the same time, Jiraiya does normal fireball jutsu, which combines into fire-style toad flame bombs.
So, memories.
That shit, like, really bothers me a little bit, because you're just doing fire style.
Yeah.
And he's just shooting up oil.
But together
you're
that's the beautiful thing.
It's so funny.
And it's this massive
polarization
move
of fire.
jutsu. It's so big it completely swallows Manda.
10-year-old Nick playing Ultimate Ninja Storm 1 hitting those
Bro,
bombs.
forget
Yeah.
Storm 1.
In love
Fucking
with that.
Ultimate Ninja 3 on the PS2. You took up
Yes.
like half the screen with that, and you
Yeah.
could just cheat, basically. It
My
was so fucking
my
fire.
favorite feature in a Naruto game ever is just giving Lee his inner gate shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because in Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 for the GameCube, I was always like, people didn't want to play with me anymore because I would.
It's the same in Storm 3.
Yeah, you
can
pick.
instant awaken.
But the thing is with Lee in that game, because Lee loses health and shit really fast.
That's
Storm 3.
true.
In Clash of Ninja 2, you go down to 1 health, but your speed becomes way faster than the game can handle, and suddenly you're killing everyone, and no one will play with me because they're just like, yeah, if you're gonna pick Lee, I'm like, why wouldn't I pick Lee? I'm gonna win. I want to win.
It's like it's not fun.
Oh, so
it's
you're
fun
that
for
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, at that point I was that guy.
Yeah.
Now I fight for glory. Now I pick Wii Fit Trainer in Smash Ultimate. I don't know what the tier list is. I don't know where Wii Fit falls in that, but I'm really good with Wii Fit.
It's true.
Smash is one of those games where you think you're good until you play someone out of your bubble, and you're humbled back down.
I won with Ridley a couple times, but I just used
That means
like,
nothing
one
in
move.
my world, Katie.
Why?
That means fucking nothing in
why?
the real
Just
world
not play with
either.
Ridley?
What?
Listen.
I don't know. He's just getting mad because he's defensive over Wii Fit Trainer.
Yes, Wii Fit is the only character worth playing. I love Wii Fit. And I told a guy once here, I was like, there's this guy here. Yeah, I'm not going to drop his name. But I ran into him. He's a little bit of a chat around the school.
Sure.
And he plays Smash.
Yeah.
I've never caught a game with him, but I've always tried to. And we had a conversation elevator. I was like, hey, man, who do you main? And he was like, you blah, 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 high tier character, blah, 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 Captain Falcon or some shit. And I was like, oh, man, that's sick, bro. That's cool. I respect all mains.
Yeah.
I respect everyone, right? But he was
Except
like...
for whatever Katie just said, but whatever.
Yeah.
No. I
you
just
got
don't
mad at
respect
Ridley.
Katie's knowledge on the...
It's just because she's the girl on the podcast.
Whoa. Hey.
Roger's
Wait a
canceled
minute.
again.
Listen.
Cancel.
Sometimes it's not my fault that Katie happens to be a woman and happens to say terrible things that I don't agree with, okay? That's not my fault at all. I love Katie. I love women. I just don't agree.
Everyone knows you love women. It's true.
I just think it's a coincidence.
Raj Loves Women is carved on the side of the...
Yeah,
of the
that's
rock.
on your shirt.
That's on my shirt. Raj loves women.
What you say?
But this guy was like, "Who do you mean?" And I was like, "Oh, Wii Fit Trainer." He does a little scoff. He's like, "Serious, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah." He says, "Oh, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's fine. Just a little gay." It's like, bro, serious? He's like, no, I'm just kidding, man. Just Wii Fit really though? And I got so upset.
Yeah, you gotta kick his ass sometime.
Yeah, no, you gotta run up.
I'm sure you will.
He lives in your block, I think. If you see me roaming with an army of a million fans coming in,
Do you have an army of Wii Fit fans, buddy?
Yes. I bring all people above the age of 75 with their Wii Fit boards still coming down
Dude,
with
my
me.
fucking mom used to
Yes,
Wii Fit, bro.
They just came straight out of yoga. Like you did
Yeah,
the
no,
call
yes.
and then dressed like the Wii Fit trainer.
If you've ever enjoyed yoga, come here,
Here,
give me your power.
It's like fucking Goku with his spirit box.
Give me your fitness.
This is getting real
Damn,
niche.
yeah, that's the wrong
For real niche.
So, it seems that Manda is melted alive, but the massive snake actually just shed his skin. And when the flames dissipate, weird, but cool.
Cool. But
Manda-
also, can he do it?
I would
That
like
brings
to-
the question: can he do it more than once, or is this just like a one-time
It
ninja?
seems
gimmick?
like it because those scales came back real quick.
Oh yeah, it does seem like it.
But that's just also like, come on.
And once again, just like Kabuto earlier, Manda went under the ground to avoid an attack.
That's where I learned it
Yeah.
from.
Insane.
Stabs his tail up in front of Gamabunta. Gamabunta grabs it, but then Manda appears behind him with his head, and he's like about to bite it. It's like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? What's gonna go on? And then fucking amazing thing. Tsunade just lifts up Gamabucha's sword.
Yes.
And, like, by herself, with no help from Katsuyu, lifts it up and stabs it into fucking Manda.
It was
I love
wild.
It's
So
I'm so
good.
glad that, like, Tsunade is being good now.
Yes, finally.
Because she was just kind of like...
Especially this week, these first two
immediately.
episodes, I was like, this is kind of like canceled. Like the fact that Tsunade was built up as one of the Sannin, and then only the boys fight, and she's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't wanna,
I
you know?
wouldn't call
Yeah.
what Orochimaru's doing fighting. But
Well,
whatever.
flailing violently.
Being dramatic.
yeah.
Talking.
Kicking and yelling at the very least.
Lots of kicking.
Yeah. Orochimaru considers the challenge of fighting two Sannin as he hyperextends his tongue and wraps it around Tsunade's neck to strangle her. But even though she doubts, and this is one of the parts where she's like, I have no chakra, I have no strength.
Yeah.
And then immediately fucking yeets Orochimaru over to her by his tongue.
Always wanted to see that happen.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I've
and
always
the way
wanted-
they
yeah.
animate it, fucking she pulls him up and
And you could-
punches
yes.
him, and it's the slow motion, like,
I love that
it's
so much.
fucking good.
You
But
can
every
see
time
the imprint of her
Fist on his
fist
fucking
on her-
face, yeah.
But ever,
It's so
ever since we
badass.
first met Orochimaru and he started doing that creepy tongue thing, I was like, God, Katie, I can't wait to you to see like someone grab his tongue. It's so fun.
Yeah. So Tsunade doesn't let up though. She fucking whips him into the air and just like she jumps up and keeps punching him up and all that kind of stuff. And then she grabs him once more and prepares to deliver a final blow. But again, she's like, I've reached the limit of my strength, and she punches to the side of his head instead because she like it weaks
You
out or
coulda just
whatever.
punched him.
Yeah.
And it has like that anatomy thing where her like
It
muscles
throws the
shrivel,
X-ray and
then
yeah,
That was
yeah.
cool though. But that also fully didn't convey what was happening.
No,
because
it
her
didn't
shit's
do it.
connected.
Yeah.
Like her shit's made more sense before.
And then also she manages to pull him up and punch him in the face again.
Yeah.
And we get a little like Don and Nawaki and Naruto thing, and then it doesn't.
It's supposed to be like
Yeah.
she finds the power to
Yeah.
I'd
going
take
through-
him more seriously if his name wasn't Don.
I know.
It's just it's.
First of all, buddy, it's Dan. Like,
the urge to say Milwaukee is still
Milwaukee,
very strong.
bro. Like, it's,
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee
and
and
Dan.
Dan.
but Katie, how do you feel about
I love
Tsunade?
Katie.
Like finally
As-
doing something because
Katie-
we've seen
Yeah.
we know Tsunade.
Katie,
But,
as a
like-
woman.
Because since you don't know, because your only interaction with her up to this point was like her in like a slump, like a sadness.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying that she kept just being afraid.
Yo, but when she lifts that sword, though,
Yeah.
Yes.
I
It
love
was
that part.
awesome.
Orochimaru tries to run, but Tsunade pursues him, and the two engage in like some fast-paced, really well-animated
Really
combat.
nice fighting.
Just didn't even try to write about everything that happened because it was like actually well-animated, and I can't keep up with that.
It was beautiful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, ooh.
Orochimaru manages to rewrap Tsunade in his tongue and pull himself towards her with the Kusanagi blade sprung out, but she kicks him aside and regains the momentum. Little Smash Brothers terminology there, momentum. Still, though, she continues to beat her former teammate, and she's like, man, it doesn't really feel like my attacks are hitting, you know? But then again...
They're hitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're hitting,
They're
and
hitting.
immediately after, she literally visibly focuses her chakra in her fist. Like, you cannot keep saying that you're not doing it and then immediately do it.
I wish Orochimaru must have an insane inner dialogue right now. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like she's saying it's not hitting, but I'm in pain.
But this hurts.
Yeah, this hurt.
What happens in the next couple of like scenes really confuses me because he's a man who's supposed to be sweating, and he gets the snot kicked out of him.
Oh,
like
yeah.
for like what feels like 30 minutes.
Whole
It's
episode.
Yeah, yeah.
What
This
I
is
made
barely
note
a
of-
fight. It's literally just Tsunade clapping Orochimaru.
What I made a note of is Orochimaru is a god awful judge of character because he's always going like impossible.
Yeah.
How do they do
No,
this?
he
You're
thought-
always wrong.
He thought for sure Tsunade would work for him.
Yeah,
Like, he had no doubt.
He's like, oh, I can't believe Tsunade's doing this. I can't believe Naruto's doing
I know.
this. Or Sasuke. Or Jiraiya.
Orochimaru's
Kakashi.
kind of an idiot.
Tauntaun. Gamakichi. Gamatatsu.
Gamatsu fucking whoops ass.
He's like, I cannot believe this.
He's like, Gamakichi really got those snacks. Was real wow. Like, impossible.
Damn, those were the best snacks I've ever seen. So yeah,
That's when defeats him. He's on the floor. He's like, no.
yeah.
Oh,
Damn
yes, Cheetos Puffs. Ah,
Your honey bun is covered in frosting.
Doritos jacked. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I want that on a shirt. Doritos Jack.
Buffalo wings are insane, and they did like a 1 month run, and I don't know why.
Damn.
P.O. box. We'll set it
Pringles
up
has
soon.
whole ass rotisserie chicken.
Pringles gives us like literal like boar's ass flavors.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing
Pringles
anymore.
really just likes to fuck around.
Pringles' branding now is that you're always going to have a safe bet with the standard sour cream barbecue original, salt and vinegar, whatever.
True.
But now it's like, or you could just say fuck it and eat like paint chipping the flavor.
Yeah. Fucking go wild. Go crazy. So, Tsunade focuses her chakra in her hand for a finishing mood and punches Orochimaru. He flies all the way back into Gamabunta's sword, which we'll remember is pinning Manda to the ground right now through his jaw.
Manda must be so upset.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he goes, I'd eat you in Kabuto right now if there wasn't
this giant
this
fucking
whole sword in my
this
mouth.
quirky little thing in here.
And then he like de-summons himself and
He's gonna have to eat like soup.
yeah,
for, like,
he did.
That
He
was
was
something
like,
I
gonna
gotta
be-
eat through a straw.
Also, Manda is another big boss character who's Texan for no reason. Just like goddamn Shikaku. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be only eating liquids for some time.
Does this media like America think that all evil people are
From
Texans?
Texas.
That's so funny.
So when the smoke of the de-summon, because it always makes that big puff, disappears, Orochimaru is still standing, but he's fucked. Like, Tsunade really messed him up.
Yeah.
Finally, he accepts Tsunade's refusal to heal his arms, and he reveals that he actually has a backup plan. And
You should have
then,
done this like mad long ago,
then
bro.
he looks up and there's that reminder. Oh, and we talked about this. I think on a couple episodes ago, we almost argued. We were like, oh, who is Orochimaru really? And this is it. Orochimaru's face is peeling away because he got attacked so much. Remember, Orochimaru is a young woman.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the same woman?
Yeah.
I think from
With-
the
from the third
Hokage
fight,
fight.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you quick. You
You
were just
quick,
like,
bro.
like
Yeah.
yoink.
No, she's pretty young. She'll last a while.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it seems like Jiraiya and
the
Tsunade
one.
recognize when they see this face of this young woman.
That's fucked to say, but with context, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
in
But
context.
without it,
That's why I was trying to move on quickly. Just give the context as fast as I can. It's interesting because Jiraiya and Tsunade seem to get what Orochimaru is talking about when they see that little bit of the face. And then immediately Orochimaru phases into the ground and Kabuto disappears. So that's it.
He could have done that the whole time.
Yo,
the whole time.
I just literally the whole I cut out a lot of it, but for 5 minutes of the beginning of this episode, it's like we see this flower with its petals swooshing away, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be the biggest fight in the whole show. It lasts maybe 6 minutes. It's like fucking Batman v Superman.
Yes. Oh my God. Why is there only 20 minutes of Batman fighting Superman in Batman versus Superman?
Yeah,
God, I hate that movie.
It's very annoying. So Jiraiya tries.
No.
It's true. Jiraiya tries to stop Orochimaru and Kabuto, but he has cracked ribs and a broken foot, so that ain't happening. Tsunade, meanwhile, is finally feeling the side effects of her mitotic generation jutsu, and she can hardly move as she reforms the mark on her forehead. Then we cut forward just a little bit later. Jiraiya and Tsunade are standing over Naruto, who's still unconscious, and Jiraiya teases Tsunade for making a foolish bet because she didn't believe in Naruto, and of course she should have. Then Tsunade thinks back on Nawaki and Dawn as she looks down at Naruto, who isn't just carrying her necklace, she's carrying their legacy. He's carrying their legacy. Suddenly, the jutsu's full side effects take effect on Tsunade, and she turns to her true age. That's crazy. Because
we never see her face.
Right.
Yeah.
But we see her arms and her hands and shit. Because she's a 50-year-old woman who's using a jutsu to appear in her 20s. And so, with no chakra left except what she's trying to restore behind her forehead seal, she reverts into a 50-year-old form, which is absolutely wild. Still, she's fine, but she just has to recharge. And the group heads back to the village to wait for Naruto's recovery. Then we get a bit of a fast forward because when they return, they're all meeting in that restaurant from before, and Naruto's like, "What? Tsunade's the 5th Hokage?"
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
His eye, it's bitch face Naruto. His slanted eyes and
Bitch face Naruto.
Back at it again.
Yeah. And
My favorite part about Naruto is when he was dead for 5 minutes.
You know what I hated about Naruto the show? Naruto.
Yeah, I mean, low-key, it's true. But yeah, and then Naruto's like, "She's with Hokage, and then he just goes on this roast session. He's like, but she's greedy and mean and dumb and also really shallow because she uses jutsu to look younger.
Yeah, Naruto, come on.
And not wise, like the third.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, but to be fair.
Coming from my brand, buddy.
I know, right?
To be fair.
To be fair, the third Hokage probably practically raised Naruto because
no, he did. We remember we like said he gave him like a home.
Yeah.
Like all that.
So
shit.
like it's no wonder that when Naruto says he wants to be Hokage, it isn't just because like he wants people to notice him and all that. Obviously, it is, but also the only person that he probably interacted with at all growing up was
the show. Doesn't make that super clear.
No, that's why we're replacing Naruto.
The show, yeah.
Just listen to Naruto.
Yeah.
To be fair,
there is,
I can't stop saying it.
There is.
I just think the show doesn't do.
Think about.
Yeah, the show doesn't do a good idea, like a good job of making you want to like Naruto.
No.
Is filler spoiler?
Maybe.
Wait, filler from like in the future?
From the future?
No, I think it's. Never mind.
Yeah, when in doubt, it's better not to say anything generally. So, Naruto's really mad, and then Shizune tries to be like, oh, haha, silly Naruto being a little bitch again.
And then, are you with deja vu, guys?
Yeah.
Because we've been here before.
Well, no, he doesn't say that. He says, it's deja vu all over again. That doesn't make any sense. That's what deja vu means. Yeah. So does that mean he had deja vu the first time when it didn't happen?
Sometimes it happens to me.
Don't put too much stock into Naruto.
I like, for me, sometimes I'll be doing something, I'll be like, I have a weird, like, I've seen myself do this before in like a dream. No, but I'll never have done it before.
Well, no, that's deja vu.
Yeah.
Is, Rob.
That's exactly what deja vu is, Rob.
Yes.
This was when you do something that like seems familiar.
No.
Deja vu it's when you do something that seems familiar, but that doesn't mean you've done it before.
Yeah.
It just,
I don't have to
in fact,
deja vu.
In fact, if you have done it, it's not deja vu.
Yeah, then it's just remembering.
Yeah, that's why deja vu's so fucked, because your mind fully believes you've been there before.
I have some phone calls to make.
I had deja vu today, and I was like,
honey, it wasn't deja vu last night.
What?
I'm not gonna try and piece together what that means.
Leave it.
I like the idea of me just calling someone, going, honey, we're in trouble.
It wasn't deja vu.
And just trying to figure it out. It wasn't deja vu happened last night.
Oh, that's on the wall. But yeah, Tsunade's
Wait, that would be great on this show.
Yeah, right? Honey, it wasn't deja vu. No, so Tsunade's pissed, so she's like, yo, let's fight outside again. Once again, they meet in the street, and Tsunade's like, oh, I'm not gonna dirty my fancy-ass Hokage hands on you. I'm gonna beat you with one finger. And Naruto's like, no, I'm gonna be Hokage too. Treat me with respect. And this time, Tsunade smiles. So Naruto runs forth, and once again, Tsunade easily dodges his punch and knocks him back, knocking away his forehead protector and making him stumble back. And she moves in, but this time, she doesn't flick him. She kisses him on the forehead, just like Nawaki and Dan.
Adorable.
Actually, really sweet.
Yeah.
Smiling, she tells Naruto that he'll grow up to be a fine man, and even considers that he'll be a great Hokage too.
And then she stabbed him and said, trust no one.
Yeah, exactly. She sucks out all the healing she did, and he dies. She's like, finally, the nine-tailed is mine. Rips off her cloak, it's the Akatsuki.
Akatsuki! It's just a bunch of them topped on top of a giant trench coat.
It's Tsunade at the top.
She's actually really small.
Okay. No, here's a hot take, fellas. I think the ending of this episode is not needed. I think what they should have done is end it like right as Orochimaru left, maybe do like a, well, that was wacky, ha, and then they do like a sun drift off.
Sure.
And then next episode they should have been like walking and or like Naruto going, she's the fifth Hokage.
Yeah,
that'd be a good opener.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, but they're just trying to wrap it all up because after Tsunade says that, they set off towards the Leaf Village, and as they travel, Tsunade looks back towards Naruto, hoping that somewhere, somehow, Nawaki and Don know that their legacy is carried on in him, and that's how the episode ends.
Yeah,
that was sweet.
It's actually nice.
I like the forehead kiss. Was really good, and probably the only saving grace of that.
Oh yeah.
But
fucking. But for
they
real,
just did the same scene that they had done already.
Yeah. But fucking
so not deja vu.
I loved episode 94. I felt it was very evenly paced.
Honestly, all of these episodes were really fucking.
You know what part
good.
of it is? The end theme is so good that like every episode it ends and it's like and I'm like fuck.
Still stuck on Fighting Dreamers. Sorry.
I mean, no. It's just like I feel like I'm in Juness. There's no other way to say it.
I like how you like you're labeling for like J-pop is just Persona.
I feel like
music.
I'm in Junets. That's
it's
it.
so funny. But that's like, dude.
Okay, no,
so
but
bad.
actually, this end theme, I feel like it has a pretty distinctly Persona feel. Like
No,
the way that
it's
like
so
muted
does,
stuff.
and it's like, oh my god,
It's
we don't
beautiful.
talk about the video as well, but the video is great.
Oh yeah,
Cause like
with
that
the
was,
painting
that was the
over
saving
Paku.
part about the chibi one. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, it was kind of whatever. But you love the little chibi, you know, Sakura.
I did.
This one, the song and the video, then like you draw Sakura
Yeah.
and Hinata.
Oh,
and,
yeah, it's
like,
really
Tsunade,
beautiful.
and like, oh my god, great, 10 out of 10.
So I actually like 100% seriously teared up twice during these episodes. Fucking when Tsunade gave Naruto the necklace, that was like it was a very powerful scene. And she was like thinking about Nawaki and Dan and everything. And then again when she kissed his forehead, it's like I care about Tsunade.
I wouldn't go as far as say I teared up, but when Naruto like flew up and got the necklace and was like, "Hey, we had a bet."
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, you get a little fist bump from me. You know, that's all good stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing that Rasengan.
The Rasengan, really cool.
Really
yeah. Oh, that was dope. Yeah, that Rasengan's a big moment.
That
yeah,
and
yeah.
I just love the Megazords.
Oh yeah.
The
Fucking seeing the Sannin all summoned
Yes.
as like animal counterparts.
There's a name for that. I found out. It's called three-way lockway. And they just like, that's what it's called.
Oh, the Sannin rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Oh,
Three-way lock.
That's
That's
actually
why
really
the episode
interesting.
called Lockway, and that episode's called Lockway Blah.
Oh,
That's dope.
I was like,
Damn.
Yo, Naruto. I mean, obviously they can't do it now because the show's been over for like tens of years
Well,
now.
sure.
Never
They
seen
should
it.
fully stop making Naruto say the episode titles. Get someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, fucking rotate it like we do.
Yeah.
Again, another reason why NaruTalk is better than Naruto.
fully.
in Dragon Ball, they have a narrator, but it's interrupted
they
by
really
like
do.
the actual
Yeah,
characters.
but
And it's like it's kind of quirky.
To be
and
fair, gotta hate saying that.
to be fair,
But
be fair.
the narrator in Dragon Ball is like iconic.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
like becomes like a mainstay staple. So it doesn't feel like I feel worn out just constantly hearing going Naruto like 1,000 ninjas in one closet. Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know where the narrator's like,
that's the best
Find
filler
out next
channel
time.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 ninjas in one closet.
It's just, it's just Naruto trying to find the necklace that he lost somewhere in the closet, and he's just like,
finding
I
like
feel
a
like it's
necklace
like
in like a
7 minutes in
toad
heaven.
stack is hard as
But,
fuck.
like,
7 minutes in Naruto's closet.
yeah, it's like 7 minutes in heaven, but really extreme because it's 1,000 ninjas.
Yeah, no, ninja sex must be crazy.
Oh, yeah,
We've talked
no
about
doubt.
this.
Oh, yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So, Katie, how does it feel to see the Legendary Sannin in like action?
Oh yeah.
Katie, now being a
I'm
woman.
mad. I'm still mad that Orochimaru can do anything. I feel like he should be
Okay, no, but you know,
like,
okay,
why?
okay,
His
That's why
face
he's so
melted
clean.
away.
Like, the fact that like Kabuto was doing jutsu for Orochimaru on his arms, wasn't that like
That was
mind blowing?
kind of-
Yeah, that was cool.
That's a cool use of
Kabuto is cool.
resources.
Orochimaru makes me mad.
Okay, but if
Kabuto is cool,
Orochimaru
though.
makes you mad,
Is that a
think
good
about
villain?
how mad the Akatsuki would make you if we saw them go full strength. Because remember, Orochimaru's scared of them.
See, no, but I'm mad that he's powerful because he's not supposed to be.
In
Where
the
they're supposed
context,
to be
I think.
powerful.
I
get
get
what
Like,
you're
he's
saying.
allowed to be powerful if he had arms and wasn't dying.
I
Where
agree.
he's like,
villain.
I can't do anything.
But remember,
I'm not supposed
with
to be able
his
to do
arms,
anything
with his
unless
arms,
she helps
he
me and she's
literally
not helping
brought Hokage back to life. Like with his arms, he's a god. Without them, he's just a very strong
He's just
man.
a guy who kicks.
Yeah, and remember, Jiraiya was drugged, and Tsunade. No, actually, when she was back, she just kicked ass. Like,
I have no chakra. And
She
still
ran
kicks
out of
ass.
chakra 3 times.
yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah. All right, so we're going to announce Raj's contest winner and find out what Nick's third wish is. I don't know if you remember
Oh,
that.
right.
I was hoping you forgot.
Nope.
Let's go, baby.
Reader response.
Hey guys, so it's me, Raj. I have to keep introducing myself every time I do
No,
this.
I think it's funny that you think that 2 hours in people don't know who you are, but
Listen,
Sure.
I gotta keep
Uh-huh.
my name in people's minds. But so I've been running a giveaway for a small sized Naruto Shippuden shirt. Saying Shippuden and sized really fucks me up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because
yeah,
I have
yeah.
to go shh and
but the point is,
it's over.
yes,
It's now officially over,
It's over
and the way to enter,
soon.
you were supposed to like, comment, blah, 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 and then tag us at NaruTalk your favorite joke of mine,
Right.
or phrase, whatever I said, of me personally, me, Raj. And,
Do you
that's-
say that every time,
Can
too?
I
Yeah.
say my favorite?
yeah,
quote?
I want to hear Nick's first.
oh yeah.
Mine, and the reason I love.
Yeah.
Well, I love this podcast very dearly for a lot of reasons.
Of
but
course.
We
I'll
love
save
you.
my final monologue for the end.
Uh-huh.
As I choke tears away. No. My favorite one is deaf people must be really good at jutsu because they're really good at the head side. I exploded. I went.
I mean,
Because there's like a legendary... that joke I got from I took that from fucking
I'll tell you who I stole all these jokes that
yeah,
you wrote in
no.
about
So I
from.
never that wasn't my joke, but I saw it on Facebook. It was a gif of Sasuke and a particular other ninja doing a bunch of hand signs with each other, and it was titled like when two deaf kids are arguing. And I think the way that was phrased is really problematic. So
Yeah.
I just put my own little
You fix it up.
non-problematic.
Exactly.
I think that you made it your own. I think
Exactly.
you should give yourself some
Guys.
credit here.
So the point is, we've had a lot of entrants,
I love you, Nick.
and
Thank
we've
you so
thrown them
much.
into a random number generator. And now we literally right now.
Right now, this is live, baby.
Well, it's live again 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
So live, but not really.
but the point is,
it's
do you
time
wanna
skip live.
All right,
hit
so-
generate?
Can I
I mean,
get,
like, I just don't. That's it. All you have to do
Oh
is
my
hit
God.
generate.
Can I get it? Open the panel?
Yeah. Ready? Wait, Kitty, you say it because Anko said it.
Open the panel.
Melissa Teodola on Twitter.
Let's go, Melissa. Dude.
Yeah. So the entry was something. I have to go to our profile and find the original tweet.
Did you pin it? No, that would have been cheating.
That would be.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's in. Do you know the reference to this? If I show you the tweet, the reference in which this was.
No, what does this mean? Okay, so just the quote is, "It's not. It's always out, so you can always check it." What's that in reference?
You
to?
were talking about if your penis was circumcised or not. We were arguing, and you yelled, "It's not. It's always out, so you can always check it."
Oh my god! I knew my foreskin and
Oh my
lack
God.
thereof would come back to haunt me.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, Melissa, you won. Congratulations
Yes.
for being the first NaruTalk giveaway winner. You'll get your shirt and all the content soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't promise you soon because coronavirus. So
Right,
shipping
and also
in,
it's, like...
Morgan's dying.
But hopefully.
But trust.
Yeah.
We will Edo Tensei Morgan. If we
Exactly,
have to.
yeah. Yes,
Well,
very
Tensei
nice.
Morgan.
Yeah.
But congratulations on winning, and everyone else who entered, thank you for.
do you want to read
entering.
some entrants
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
or do you
yeah.
want to do it?
I'm with it while we're on the
I
speed.
think we should each. Can we each?
Yeah, let's rotate
Yeah,
these.
you know what? We'll do that for reader responses.
Yeah,
Awesome,
that's what I was
perfect,
trying to
that
say at
works.
the beginning. and
Oh,
I
no, that's
just didn't
perfect.
say it well.
First up, I do want to give some Patreon shout-outs. Some of these people entered, not all of them, of course.
Wait.
Oh?
I thought about this real hard the other day.
Uh-huh.
So you guys always try to give like things to each patron
Yeah.
shout out. I think you should give each person what summoning they would have.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome!
Yes.
Okay, if Dave Mata had a summoning, a gorilla, right? Like, no doubt. It would be Monkey King Emna.
Motherfucking gorilla.
Yeah.
Like a
Alright,
towering
that
beast.
one's easy. Okay.
I saw him as more of a toad, like a toad guy, but you know,
Yeah? Maybe,
I mean,
I
I think-
see him as a he
Never
could
mind.
totally
Dave
be
Mata
like a
with
toad
the beard
sage.
is Monkey King Emna. Dave Mata, now that he shaved the beard.
Oh yeah, viewers, Dave Mata shaved his wonderful beard, and that man, dude, his journey is insane.
It's-
Dave, we're so fucking proud of you.
Yeah,
you're,
Dave, you
you're
are
killing it at the gym.
Also-
You're looking great.
Oh, yeah.
just a little message between you and me, Dave. Be safe out there. I know you were traveling like wrestling.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
Dave, yeah,
And, you
be
know,
safe.
Yeah, Dave, you
You
got
gotta be
kids,
careful,
and you
man.
got us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need you out here. You
You
know.
got kids and then your other kids.
Yeah. Pro Hendrix, if they
The wonderful legend.
if they had a
Geodude the Pokemon.
Geodude?
The Pokemon.
What?
Yo.
The rock with arms.
I do believe it. Have
Yes.
you seen Geodude? Geodude's a dope
Can
ass
Pokemon
It's
be
a really
summonings?
angry looking rock
That's a
with
shit.
Why
And
not?
Geodude talks so much shit.
So
Like, you know how the summonings always talk shit, except
Yeah.
for
I
Tsunade.
can imagine, Geodude being just angry as fuck.
Yeah, Geodude
Oh my
would be
gosh.
angry.
Not saying Pro Hendrix is an angry person.
No, but Geodude is.
Geodude's angry.
Pro
as
Hendrix's
fuck.
summon is angry.
I
as
just
fuck.
pictured him, like, arguing with the kid who has all the rocks, being like, I've got a cooler rock. Mine has arms and it talks.
My arm is it could kill you.
Fucking Pro Hendrix beating up Rock Boy with his Geodude. And then, of course, Luis. What would their summon
let's
be?
see. Luigi.
What?
You're thinking of things that start with L-U-I. Well, fair enough. I mean, that would be a badass
If I see a
summon.
40-foot Luigi, I'm
I
running.
guess if you can summon Pokemon.
Yeah, you can summon Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi's
Yeah.
certainly not human.
Haunted.
I don't know what Luigi is.
He's a Ghostbusters. What he fucking
At
is.
Haunted House, Luigi.
Yeah. He comes up with his vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he's ready to go.
vacuum.
Okay. Janie J. Very caring, very nice person.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
The bear from the Big Blue Bear house.
Okay, it's Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
David Grover toured in the 90s with this band called the Big Bear Band and his wife Kathy Joe. I dated his granddaughter. That's why I know this. He toured in the 90s, and Disney followed around his band. They were like, I want to adapt a show about this, about your band, right? And so they were following around David Grover and Kathy Joe and their other bandmates. I don't know them, but when I was a kid, I used to go to his concerts, and they would always have the kids up on stage, and I would sing with them, and then years later, I dated his granddaughter. That was crazy. But the point is that then Disney ripped him off, didn't give him any money, and made this show called Bear in the Big Blue House, directly ripped off the Big Bear band.
Really?
If you look at Bear and David Grover, they look exactly the same. And the
That's
fucking
crazy.
squirrel in Bear in the Big Blue House is called JoJo, and his wife's name is Keijo. That's what they call her. So fuck Bear in the Big Blue House, which I also loved, though. Which is why it's this deep, dark dichotomy inside of my soul.
Okay, so what that means is, Janie J, your summon is a Liam rant. It's Liam.
You just summoned that.
You throw out a topic and you just get some random
You just have like
crackhead
a
rant.
really niche connection to it, and you're just going.
That does happen. Okay, Stephen B.
Stephen B.
Another dad of the pod.
You ever see that? What's that show? Dilbert.
What is Dilbert?
It's this. Okay, it started off as this like.
Spell Crackle. Y'all remember Crackle? It was crazy. Comedians in cars getting coffee was started on that platform. That's insane.
It was. Dilbert was like a Sunday comic strip thing about like just guys in an office. It's extra. It was like whatever. It's extra funny now though because the creator is now like an alt-right neo-Nazi, and he's like still writing the Dilbert, but now instead of like I'm getting coffee and then some weird boring punchline about being in the office, like I'm getting coffee and it's like let's kill all Muslims, and it's like what? Whoa, what?
So you're not like the alt-right, but you are just Dilbert holding coffee.
Yeah. Like back when Dilbert was just holding coffee.
This would be amazing.
This summon rant. Okay, well what about our own dear friend Nicholas Astor? What would his summon be?
Okay, let's really think about this, guys. Let's really all of our heart and soul.
That piece of bread.
A giant
your
loaf
sweater.
of bread.
No, just a regular
Single piece.
Just a piece of bread, but he's got a hat and sunglasses.
It's honey whole wheat bread.
Just the bread that falls to the ground. It's like a slice that gets summoned 500 feet in the air, but it's just that slice, so it just tumbles.
And it's bread. It doesn't.
It's just bread. Like, it's only like not talking or anything.
Dude, and then it hits the ground, and then Beyblade the bird comes over and eats it.
Then the jogger trader starts spinning around.
So you summon bread, but that bread summons Beyblade.
The bird.
Well, and then it's like dry because I have too much bread, and I'm like, Raj, water, Raj, water.
And Raj comes over. And
I like the idea that my summon is just a bucket of water. It's not even like a summon. Like I just go to a pond.
Yeah, it's you
up.
traveling to a body of water. Yeah.
It's just my summon is the ability to find a body of water wherever, and a bucket conveniently placed.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to get in touch with us, here are how you can do it. Gmail, NaruTalkPod@gmail.com. Reddit, r// NaruTalk. Facebook, NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast. YouTube, NaruTalkPod. Instagram and Twitter, both at NaruTalkPod. Our website is narutalk.wordpress.com. And of course, our Patreon is www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. There's a lot of tiers on that you can donate to. $2 gets you into our Discord. $5 lets you listen to our bonus episodes if you want to hear the true, secret, hidden conclusion to the Nick Astor arc. It's going to be Rio Radio episode 7, so you definitely want to listen to that.
I love that we're hiding behind a secret.
I'll start with I'll tell my wish at the beginning of the Rio Radio.
Are you serious? You're going to make them wait?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, to find out Nick's
Wait, did I promise that I would do it at the
It
end?
doesn't matter. We promise things all the time.
Okay.
We promise that this podcast is about Naruto, and that it just mostly isn't.
Special shout out to everyone in the Discord. Like all the patrons are amazing, but the ones who talk very active, who keep us sane. Wombaden, Salmonel Fitzgerald, like Aaron, all you, Tootie, like all you amazing people, like Amanda, everyone. Thank you for talking. Thank you for keeping active. And I know that because what bothers me is sometimes these people subscribe to listen to it like a chat log, and and we can't be there all the time. We're busy. We're in college. We're dying. Morgan's dead.
I know. We honestly are not in the Discord as much as I wish we were, but
the fact that now that
they talk on their own.
They talk a lot. We have a community, and it's growing, and it's beautiful, and we love you all so very much, and we hope more of you can come join and be a part of that community. Bring more things, guys. I know everything in the world. I need more people to catch my references.
I know everything in the world.
Dude,
is there any way to see who because I know that this one person, Ronan, commented because I'm looking now. We're gonna read out what people sent for Raj, and I'm trying to find it. Yeah, we're gonna read out some of those, and I can't.
We did that already.
Find it anywhere.
What are you looking for?
Ronan 644950556's Twitter thing.
Was that I'm just looking at their account.
Oh, it might have been DM to us, I
possibly
guess.
DM
Oh,
or
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Insta.
But I don't know what they said. Look, I'm sure it was really, really, really funny.
We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll read it at some point. But first, I'm going to go over to the Instagram just because that's one of the easiest things. So you can just scroll through these comments, and if you see anything that you particularly like, I would say go ahead and go
oh
for
my
it.
God, this is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Your ego must be like blown up.
Oh, bro,
That's why you did it.
Yeah, I know.
No cap.
Okay, so I'll pick out one specific, but I'll take out a giant group right now.
Okay.
Everyone loved the God Kid story.
Yeah, everyone
Really loved that, and guys, I want you to know that she's doing way better than possible. She's the light of my life at that daycare.
I was gonna say was in the Corona. Wait, is the daycare canceled?
Oh, okay. So what happened was, so last year I was an intern. Now I'm working there. But now this year, all the interns got laid off. They
but you're still. But you
people
it's your
who
job.
work there still go.
Non-essential personnel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all gone.
The Raj is essential now.
So, but that's fucked because now, you have to get a government background and tested by the FBI and stuff. So now all that's for nothing. It's over. Coronavirus has taken away so much from us, and
But it's still they're still bringing the kids in, and they're still having.
Yeah, I'm not. I go in tomorrow. I can't imagine how many kids would be there.
Damn.
I know a lot of them are paranoid about a lot of parents at least.
But first, Raj is we're adjusting it.
so-
Raj is just gonna read one other person who.
So
wrote
besides the God Kid, let's see.
him a
Let's
little
go. We're gonna go. Oh, okay. The Zabuza fitness routine.
Yeah.
That one's from _Alejandro _0706. Thank you so much for that. 'Cause that one reminds me of just a genuinely a great time, because I think that was probably my favorite episode of the first season.
Oh yeah, that was so fun.
That was when I first got my groove, and I was first I got a joke landing that we kept repeating about, and it became lore. So the fact that people are still now that that's your favorite means a lot to me.
That's amazing.
So the other one's about well, here I'll just point it for you. So Katie, you're gonna
I'm
read.
gonna read. Okay.
This one, and then Nick, you're gonna read.
pointing at
This
right now.
one.
Austin.
So okay, so you're gonna read this one.
Did you say
and
your
you're gonna
favorite
read-
Raj bit?
I did
Damn
say
it,
mine
Bob.
already.
Yeah, but you only have two more, so you're gonna read
Well,
that one.
I'll read one.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to me.
When Raj said the kid didn't want to sleep, so Raj ate the punch and said, "I know about the rocks," and the kid went to
That's
sleep.
my favorite
Hey, I
story.
referenced that
That
a minute ago.
That's one of my favorite.
That's
jokes,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah,
I
that
lived
was
that,
I
great.
know
and it's
about
still
the fucking rocks.
It's so absurd that I did that. I slid like a snake, and I came in, and
Yeah.
he punched the shit out of me, and I was like, I know what the fucking rocks are, kid. Didn't even faze me.
Here,
But
pass it.
that was a good moment.
love
And the last
that.
one's all the way at the bottom.
All right. And then so here's one more. The whole there's probably an anti-vax movement in Konoha where we talked about it led to Raj's child getting the Sharingan. Remember we yelled about your wife? That was a whole bit, and we yelled about your kid, and
Yes, my
it was a
kid.
really long bit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
I love it when I have a fictionalized family.
It's so funny.
They can be whatever. My wife's gonna be 7 feet tall, guys.
Yeah.
I want her to lift me. I want a powerlifting wife.
You gotta get her to do the Zabuza fitness.
Exactly. Well, thank you all so much for entering that, and everybody for listening.
Thank you,
Please
everyone.
like, subscribe, rate, whatever. If you're in the podcast app, leave us a 5-star review. We read them out every week, and even if they're weird or whatever, we always read them out. For example, here's one by RJ Wolvington. They titled it, "Trust Me, I'm Good at Choosing Podcasts." And they said, "This is the perfect balance of episode discussion and off-topic stuff." Yes! Is it? I'm glad you think so. Everyone's hilarious and really good at giving episode recaps and giving their thoughts. It's great when you just want to rewatch and hear some other opinions. Can't wait to get all the way caught up. 10 out of 10 Ninja Dogs.
Yes,
Excellent.
thank you.
Nothing I love more than when people do a rating system.
I love the amount of confidence in yourself and the subject going, I know what a good
I know
podcast,
a good podcast,
is.
and this is a good podcast.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That you do know what a good podcast is.
Yeah,
because we're the
absolutely.
best and possibly only podcast left after
Oh,
Corona.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, probably. The last
And we're
podcast
recording
standing.
so far ahead in the future. Name one other podcast that's 3 weeks ahead. You just can't.
Exactly. So tell all your friends. Maybe you'll convert them. Big thanks, as always, to Glenn Federico and Alec Caruso for our logos and episode art.
Graphics team.
Next Monday, we are going to be watching episodes 98, 99, and 100.
Woo!
Which will,
Wow!
yeah, it'll actually finish this arc in the anime. It'll be the end of the Search for the Fifth Hokage arc. I mean, they already found her, but
Yeah.
there's a little bit of wrap up.
Just a little bit.
Important thing though, we are skipping an episode of filler. So if you're watching along, skip episode 97.
Okay.
That is filler. It's
I didn't even
Naruto-
process that.
We're
Yeah.
skipping that. We might watch it for Rio Radio, but yeah, it's Jiraiya, Naruto, and Tsunade on the road to Konoha, and they get in this wacky bathhouse adventure, and I was like, nope.
I don't want that.
But before we go, Nick, do you have any closing thoughts, any closing plugs or anything?
For the people not paying.
This is what.
For those of you who aren't listening to Rio Radio 7, the official conclusion. This is the non-official conclusion.
Okay, so I just want to thank these guys for
Thank you.
having me on.
Yeah.
It's been a great 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow, Tom.
Maybe 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to Rio Radio.
And it's really weird for me to because I knew you guys kind of. I've seen Raj places. And just to
everywhere.
Yeah.
I knew you guys. I've seen Raj.
Yeah. I slowly started piecing together who you were by just
the podcast.
Yeah,
so funny.
And it's just I think where NaruTalk's kind of strong suit is you could sit down for 2 hours and 30 minutes and it sounds like you're shooting the shit with your friends, and when you're not really. When you're just doing something that's you need kind of a load off, this is the perfect podcast. This is basically my 5-star review.
Thank you. Oh my god.
So I'm basically preaching to the choir because the people who are listening made it this far, But yeah, it's just a pleasure to be part of something as beautiful as NaruTalk.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, man, thank you
Nick,
so much.
Thank you so much for coming. You're the best.
Yeah.
Since I'm not gonna be here for the actual ending of the arc.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. Next week.
So
we got...
I rate this arc.
Spoil it all right now. Spoil it all insanely. Biggest spoiler you can think of right now.
Please don't spoil
No.
anything.
Not enough NyQuil in the world could stop me. I rate this 5 out of 5 awkward guy kicks into the face.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good
Thank
one.
you so much.
So,
man. Thank you for joining us. Really. Welcome back. Always.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, obviously, everybody for listening.
You're all
and
wonderful.
Especially in the wake of the coronavirus.
Yeah, pray for us,
To you,
guys.
Nick, of course, and to everybody else listening, as always,
Be safe, have fun,
believe it.